Hey guys, I don't want to startle you here, but Northern Lion here, obviously. I'm just going to be running some quick tests with a couple of guys that are going to be on the stream a little bit later. Rock Lee Smile and J Smith OTI. So you might hear us talking on Skype here for a second, and once we get our audio levels sorted out, I think we are officially good to go. Thanks for coming out. I'm amazed that there's so many people here already, and we'll be getting started in no time. So you might hear these guys in just a second. Let me know if the audio balance is okay, as always, but I will be back in a little while. Well, I'm not actually going anywhere. You're gonna hear me here. So let's try this out as I'm calling J Smith OTI. If the call button... Oh, Skype has stopped working. Beautiful. This is why you run a pre-show, I guess.
Oh god. Hey.
Wait.
Dude,
I
you have like 2 cameras open.
I hear somebody.
Me.
Josh, your Skype has crashed on me, though.
Your Skype is working fine.
This is crazy.
What did you do?
Well, I'm gonna Control-Alt-Delete and close out of my Skype here.
Did I break you?
You broke me, man.
I didn't mean to break you. I'm just a man.
Skype will not exit.
Yeah, because I'm here. Why would you want to leave?
Hang up, man.
Oh, okay.
You're causing me problems. I'll be back in a second. We're having some technical difficulties, apparently. Hello? I'm gonna try not to, but... That was super weird. It said Skype crashed, but I could hear your voice coming through like a little bit. Apparently, yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, you gotta rub your mouse pointer. Is that a... If you can hear me in YouTube land, let me know how the audio balance is between the game and Josh Smith OTI. I've got the Runner 2 music going on. It's pretty nice. It's relaxing. I don't know what's up with that, man. It beats me. Check this out, though. Did you see that on the stream? The kid. Yeah, I see you. I see what you're saying. Yeah, that'd be bad. But check it out. You ready? Can you? Did you see the transition? Look at this sweet fading, man. Alright. Excuse me? It's freaking out. Is it blinking? Ah, that's a good thing we've got this pre-show going on here. Yeah. That's really weird. I'm gonna disable my second monitor. I hear that's a known issue with XSplit. Yeah, well, look who's a big shot then. I can't tell. I don't know if you're loud enough to be heard right now, because the chat is not uploading or updating. Good question. Does he even read these posts? Play Isaac. Northern Line, why is there a seizure on my screen? No Josh, no game audio. Okay, that means it's super low. Okay. Hello? I can hear you. No Josh. Not at all. No loud. I swear to God, you guys could hear the music earlier. Oh, you know what I did? I hit a wrong button.
Okay. You have
Yes.
Alright, hold on, let me see here.
Can you hear it now? There was music before. What happened?
What's your scene source?
Game.
Is it in like that window?
Oh,
only?
I might have to...
You have multiple scenes up right now.
Yeah, that doesn't seem to help it too much.
So remove all your scenes.
No.
And then add screen region.
You want me to add screen region instead of adding game?
I like to add screen, but
Oh.
I do all like most of my streams in windowed mode.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, yeah. So screen region you won't have to set up anything.
Yeah, but then since I don't have my second monitor up, XSplit's gonna be like, yo, dude.
No, I had two monitors and I've never had a problem with that.
Yeah, but it was blinking.
It still is.
It still is?
It's like a blinking.
I gotta take a look at this then.
Just open up your YouTube in another window.
That's what I'm doing right now, man.
You can see a blinking.
It doesn't. All I see is the stream will be starting shortly.
Someone said they heard me is super quiet. They can hear me. I'm just super quiet.
Is that what's going on here? Josh is.
In your broadcaster. Is your,
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see the microphone thing?
Yeah,
And then you see the volume thing.
of course.
Is your volume thing down?
It's pretty low.
Okay. Well, try turning that up.
All right, how you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
Pretty well. People are saying it's still blinking. I don't see it, man.
You don't see it blinking. Mine is freaking out.
Swear to God. Are we getting a high rate of errors? No, we're getting like no errors.
What if? Okay, so I'm getting an advertisement now.
Oh, that's good.
It's yeah, it's all right. So how about I stream your stream, and we all stream for ice cream?
I don't even get it.
I would show you that it's blinking.
Oh, wow, that is not good.
You see the blinking?
Yeah, I see it. I think I might have a fix, actually.
All right.
That looks real bad.
These people can still barely hear me.
That's crazy talk. I'm going to crank you up in the mix then.
Crank it up.
But first, I'm going to do some settings. And I think I might want to turn on VSync.
Yes, that might work.
And why not depth of field as well? That means we're going to change scenes for a second.
Okay.
And I'm going to reload runner.
Yeah, maybe that will help.
I like XSplit a lot, man. This is a way better program than Wirecast.
I never used Wirecast. I've only used XSplit. I bought XSplit the other day, and I like it
Of course you do.
because I just spent $15 for 3 months. That's kind of cheap though.
That's a really good price, man. Wirecast, there's an ad. I don't know how much it costs, but there's an ad in Wirecast that's like, YouTube partners save $400. That's a lot of money.
Do you think that has anything to do with this camera 1 and main camera?
Nah, I think that's just YouTube being silly.
Really? I
Yeah.
don't think I remember seeing that that on any of your other things.
Oh, whoa, that's real loud now.
The Waffle 654 says Josh is getting
Today's
progressively
thrilling
louder.
episode is
I'm not
brought
sure
to
what
you in
that's
part
supposed to
by
mean.
Tommy's Tinsel Turtle.
How's this audio
Even
right
while they're
now?
hot.
This?
I'm Charles
Oh, your
Martinet,
audio sounds
and
fine.
now it's time for
I mean, I
Bit
can't hear
Trip
game
presents.
audio. I guess
Runner Two.
no, I don't want
Future
to turn up my
legends of Rhythm
your
Alien.
YouTube audio because that is just gonna make me go crazy.
Right.
These people are just telling me to yell. I'm yelling.
I can crank you up in the mix here.
Okay.
Josh Smith,
Here I go.
Skype.
Skyping it up right now. So you really don't have multiple scenes up or anything, right?
Of course I have multiple scenes up. You think I'm an amateur?
I only used the one scene.
Well, you would be correct.
In what?
I don't know. I am an amateur. I can hear you now.
You couldn't hear me before.
Way better, as we can't hear the glitching game or Josh. Hey, it's still blinking though.
It's blinking slowlier.
Maybe if I actually wait, that's not even what I'm looking at right now though in the game.
Bit Trip presents Runner 2. Future Legend of Rhythm Alien.
How's this blinking, man? Maybe it's specific to Runner. Is it just me? Oh, it's getting an ad on my own video.
That sucks.
21 and over, man. Both. Blinking has deceased. What does that even mean? Maybe it's specific to Runner? People might be right. I would hate to not stream BitTrip, but if that's the case. I don't find the blinking very obnoxious. Can you guys hear the game? This is a big question.
Some dude, Chris Bro, someone underscore insane. Well, it's like 1NSAN3 just said. Well, he tweeted at me. He said, "You are really quiet and the screen is still blinking." But we already knew that.
God
So
damn
I
it.
asked him if he can hear the game. So we'll see.
Shows 74 new. Hey, the blinking looks way better.
I mean, it's still blinking, but yes, it does look better.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely gonna continue to stream this if it's not so bad.
Okay.
It kind of looks a little rough, but I don't know, man. XSplit.
People are saying no game audio here.
Okay, now that's an issue.
Can't hear the game. But you can hear the game.
Of
I just
course.
lost the game.
Ha 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 ha.
Do you have audio on whenever? Do all the scenes have the same audio?
How do you even do that, man?
I don't. That's why I only use one scene.
You're a crazy dude.
I'm a wild.
One second. First things first. I gotta get you in louder somehow.
Okay. Well, didn't you say there was a Skype button?
I'm cranking you up. You're max now. What's up, man?
I'm Josh. Josh to the max. And we'll see here if they can hear me. Probably not.
Blinking is worse now. Maybe it's. I don't think it's the second camera causing the issues.
I don't know, man.
That doesn't make any sense. Like, it's not like I have a second camera in my house. That's just YouTube being silly. It's an XSplit issue.
Do you think it's? Do you have a webcam hooked up to your computer?
No.
Okay.
Maybe it's okay. I've got an idea. We're gonna change this for a second.
Okay.
And we're gonna do screen region like you suggested.
Yes.
And maybe this will help with the issue. We'll see. I just took it off. Now I'm watching my stream to see if it's.
Yes. So yeah, that's not blinking anymore. And now, yes, that's perfect.
Can you hear the game now?
Hold on one sec. No, but I can kind of hear me.
Okay. I mean, that's a start.
It is a start.
The music's pretty important in this game.
I'm not sure. Someone said I sound like I have a weird echo.
Yeah, that's because it's coming super loud out of my headphones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I know, right?
Oh. Well. Okay, in your audio mixer,
Mm-hmm.
can you turn something down and then me up through that?
Let me try this. Say something.
Say
Oh, Lord! Okay, maybe that's... Oh, wait.
Okay.
Okay, but that's so loud for me. Once I think I might have gotten it here.
All right. Well, we'll see.
Okay, now we'll... Hello?
Low.
Hello?
Low.
You need to go way
Sounds like
high.
Robot Josh.
Hello?
Slightly better
No blinking is it's progress.
Slightly better on Josh voice. That's good.
All right, now we've got to get the game audio.
Now I'm slightly better.
This is super effing loud for me.
I'm sorry.
Like, it's real loud.
I don't get it.
How's the game audio? Can people hear the game audio?
No.
Not at all?
Tap on the stream will starting shortly thing.
Yeah, but if I change it back to the scene 1, it doesn't change that, does it?
I don't know. What's weird is that when I turn on like the volume of the YouTubes, it's
Yeah.
really low. Like even at max volume, like I can still like not hear us that well.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that.
In all actuality, I should probably hear that really well
I think so.
because I can hear you just as clear as day in Skype chat.
Beats me, man. I can crank up the game volume, it'll kill me though.
Don't kill yourself. That'll be bad. So what's your computer volume at?
1 sec. Like 75?
Okay, mine are at 45.
This is crazy.
Let's open volume mixer. So what things do you have like maxed? Is it all of them or?
Yeah, I've got speakers overall 60. You're at 60. Runners at 5. Yo,
So
here's what I'm gonna do. Check this out.
checking.
I'm doing it. I should go to scene 3 to do this because I don't want people to know my secrets.
Yes.
I'm glad that at least the video looks okay now.
Video looks okay.
We're gonna go down here. This might not help at all, but I'm thinking like, oh, they don't even have. Do they have an audio slider in the game? Yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna crank that way down, which shouldn't help at all. And then
No, should you crank that way up?
it was at max.
Oh,
Okay, you say something.
I'm saying something. I have a question. Do you know how when you're doing a Skype chat,
Yeah.
sometimes Skype will turn down some of the volumes of everything else?
Yeah.
Is that going on right now?
Not for me.
Okay. So, that's puzzling.
I kind of want to turn you down, but
Line, you have your recording software picking up Josh from your microphone.
no, I don't think so. That'd be pretty crazy. Okay, wait. Say something.
Josh sound okay, I hear game. What does that even mean?
That means you sound good and the game is audible as well.
So what happened?
But the question is it coming through my microphone or what?
I don't know.
This is why you have a pre-show.
When I hear, okay, so when I turn up the volume of the stream thing, I do sound very robotic.
Really?
Yes.
You sound good to me.
Well, yeah. I mean, I sound good to myself because I'm not a robot. But in like Streamland,
Yeah.
it's like Kirby's Nightmare in Streamland. It's bad.
This is crazy. Josh sounds super echoey. All right. Fuck, game, man.
Huh.
Why can't everything just be... Wirecast has some good things.
Dude, I've never had this problem before. So in your general settings, maybe there's something going on there.
1 second. Adjust audio levels XSplit. 1 second. How's it going, Josh?
I'm doing well. How are you?
You know, pretty good.
That's very good. So in your XSplit,
Yes.
all right, and when you go to say general, you know your audio is microphone, mic probably in the rear panel.
Wait, what?
So if you go to tools and options.
I don't have an options. I have tools, general settings.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, general settings.
But general settings won't open while I'm broadcasting.
Serious?
Yeah.
What do you have like Scum XSplit?
I don't know. I guess it's an older version or something.
think you're right. I did stop broadcasting when I had to go into this. Because remember when I was playing Dark Souls and everything was like dark and terrible?
Yeah,
And,
I do.
Okay, yeah, and I stopped the stream for a little bit. I had to go to the general and try to fix everything in there.
I gotcha.
I'm not. What is the Skype thing that you're? Oh, enable Skype interaction. That's always been unchecked for me.
Oh yeah, okay, good.
But maybe you have to check that.
Nah.
Try it out.
No, I don't know where to hit it now. It's in general settings, right?
Yeah.
I told you I can't go to that when I'm broadcasting.
Well, guess what you're gonna have to do?
When you stop broadcasting on YouTube, it cancels the event.
Can you just make a new event?
Yeah, but it's gonna be like that. YouTube doesn't work as well as Twitch does.
Why? Don't you have a Twitch?
Yeah, but I don't want to stream on Twitch
Oh, all right.
for many reasons.
Okay. All right. This King of Awesome says Josh sounds fine.
People are trolling me, man.
Says Josh sounds normal, but still quite faint. Josh is too quiet, but no robot. Josh isn't a robot anymore. That goes on. What the hell?
You talk.
I'm talking. Hey, everybody.
I'm talking.
Smith. I am being told to talk. I'm talking at an above normal tone right now, and this.
I'm
is
talking.
Probably still messed up. You're talking. You could also talk. Scumbag Robo Smith is gone. Rocky Smile says, "Yo."
Hey, Rockley, smile.
Hi, Nick. I like you. Miss you. I want to touch your face. This guy says I can't. Dude, there's something going crazy.
I might have to solo stream then.
You might have to solo stream.
I'm sorry.
Some people can hear me. Some people can't hear me.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna solo stream.
You could solo stream.
All right, later, man.
I love you.
I love you too. Tell Nick I said hello.
I will. Bye.
All right, now to solve this game audio problem. Here's the game. The game is not broadcasting audio, even though it effing was a little while ago. So let's go in here. This is why you do a pre-show. People are saying, like, use Twitch, and I get that Twitch is a more beloved service. Just give me a second. The audio's coming out through my own headphones right now. Twitch is a more beloved service, but the reason that this is going badly right now is not due to Twitch or YouTube. It's due to my own inability to stream properly. I really don't want to have to cancel the stream and restart it. You randomly get quieter and then louder. I am aware of this, actually. Oh my god, I have to watch an ad for my own video again. Still no game audio. It's your audio settings, not JSmith or Runner. It's your capture channel. You know, I believe this. There's no question about that. I've got an idea. Alright, here's the question. I'm gonna unplug my headphones. Do you guys have any game sound? I think the answer is no. And that's disappointing. But I'll give it a second. If only I didn't have to watch ads on my own video. You're good on mine end. No seizure alert. I can hear the game volume. You people telling me and misinforming me. Okay, this is how this is gonna work now. If you have good audio as of this exact second, come hit me up on Twitter and let me know if it's okay. Because Twitter goes directly, like on time basically, whereas XSplit does not. So I'm eagerly awaiting the possible Twitter answers here. Let me know if everything's okay or if nothing works. Conversely, waiting on some interactions here. I guess I could check it on my phone as well. Let's check Twitter right now. No responses. Good audio, check Skype chat. Everyone says the game audio is just fine. Alright, good. There's game sound, Ryab. Alright, that's good. Well, I guess that means I'm going to start streaming then, so the stream is officially going to start now. It sucks that I'm not going to be able to get Josh and Nick in on it, because the thing is, I'm not wearing my headphones right now, because they are super effing loud. Game audio is working. Better low runner. You sound good. Sound is on. Okay, I don't know why the sound is on, but whatever. We're gonna start streaming as soon as I close this window. Let me just tweet about it first. Okay, everyone says it sounds fine. Someone says Josh is still low. He's not even here. You're not hearing the game audio from my headphones because I don't have my headphones on. Stream is officially starting. Come hangouts. Win some prizes. I'm going to be doing a substantial amount of giveaways over the course of this stream. I have a ton of giveaways that I can put away. Oh my god, audio's okay. Could use a bit more volume. The sound is okay. Josh's sound was okay earlier. I can hear audio 2 out of 10 compared to your voice. Oh man. This is a disaster. Let's go back to the YouTube chat here. What's up, YouTube chat? Prizes sound good? Sounds fine. Alright, F you guys. Maybe it's going to be low, but that's how we're going to deal with it for now. So I'm going to be playing tentatively. Let's bring up the scene 1 here so you guys can see what's going on. We're going to be playing a little bit of Runner 2 here in anticipation of its release, because this is actually coming out on Steam as of tomorrow, and I think this is one of the best indie games that I have played in quite some time, so I think this is an awesome game, and everybody should pick it up. In the meantime, so we're going to play about an hour of this, then we are going to switch over to... Oh, I don't have the overlay up on this, so we are going to just put that overlay up quickly. Oh, I do have the overlay up, it's just hidden, so let's try that again. Oh, can I move that upwards? There we go. So we're going to play about an hour of Runner 2. It kind of got cut into here. But then we're going to play, an hour of Skulls, not Skulls of the Shogun, an hour of Super House of Dead Ninjas, which just came out on Steam as well. And I'm going to do some giveaways during the Super House of Dead Ninjas video. I've got 8 trivia questions related to ninjas, and I'm going to basically give them away to, give copies of the game away to people who answer the questions first on Twitter. So if you want to talk to me, or if you want to answer these questions, make sure to hit me up. Twitter.com/NorthernLionLP. That's basically, I'll talk a little bit more about the giveaway as we get over there. But in the meantime, let's get into Runner 2. So Runner 2, I played it during beta. I beat the entire game. Ran me about 5 hours, I would say, to finish the whole thing. And we're just going to jump into it here. So I have everything unlocked, as you can probably see. But I am actually just going to start on the second world because the first world makes it a little bit too easy, I would say. So we're going to jump in on brine time here, which apparently... Oh, all of the thing with the beta period is that since the beta period is over, all of our scores are erased, but all of the progress stays. So that's why I have 0 on all of these levels. So in any case, let's get started here. This is obviously from Gaijin Games, the guys who did... Bit Trip Runner 1, all the other Bit Trip Runner games. If you hear a long lapse in my thought, it's from me also basically having Twitter up or looking at the chat to make sure everything's looking good. Oh, 1 second. Sometimes Runner 2 has weird interactions with the controller, and I am indeed playing the game with the controller right now. Let's see if this will work out. There we go. I think it's actually going to work here. It's when you don't have it as the active window, I guess. Alright, so Runner 2. It's going to be running a little bit framey here. That's just a necessary evil, unfortunately. The game looks really, really smooth on my end, but on your end it might look a little bit wonky. But if you've ever played Bit Trip Runner 1, you're probably going to be pretty familiar with what we're dealing with here. Basically, every level consists of multiple objectives. You are going to be trying to collect all of these gold bars. You're going to be trying to not die. That's a big one, especially as you get a little bit further. And, there's actually keys that will unlock locks, as you can see right there, which will eventually give us... access to extra costumes. That was almost really abysmal there. I botched it so hard, and I actually skipped over the checkpoint. The big difference between Runner 1 and Runner 2, or Bit Trip Runner and Runner 2, is that this game is a lot easier than Bit Trip Runner. Bit Trip Runner alienated a lot of its fan base, I would say, by being super difficult. I mean, it also brought in a lot of diehard fans as a result of its kind of insane difficulty. But at the same time, this game makes it much, much easier. It's more of a casual experience, and it makes it more about score hunting than about survival. So it's not so much about just getting to the end of the level anymore. It's about, getting those high scores so you can compete on the leaderboards. We also have this dancing ability that I can use here. Shit's pretty easy right now, but it's going to get a lot harder as we move along. So let's just try not to die at the same spot here. Hard game to play and talk about at the same time, but just playing it itself isn't that bad. I sucked at Runner 1. I don't know if I ever beat beyond the second of 3 worlds in that game, but on this game, I haven't had too many problems. So there's a lock. I'm not sure what that really does for us on this level. I don't think I've ever done that before. Oh, definitely going to want to block that. So, we got a new character or something. Costume, I guess. And we also got all of the objectives as well. Awesome. So, contrary to Runner 1, in Runner 1, when you got all of the gold bars, you got to do like a special pitfall level. Those are still in the game, but they're in a kind of different context now. Now we get this bonus game, and we got a bullseye, so we get an extra 10,000 points. Not my best work, I gotta say, but I think overall that was pretty good. So let's see how we are on the leaderboards here. Perfect. Let's toggle our micro leaderboards. I'm in second place all time, I think. That's pretty good for basically a sight read there, although I guess not really a sight read since I have played through the level before. In any case, let's go just continue onwards here. We've got about an hour to spend with this game, so I'm going to check out some of the later levels. I've been specifically asked not to show off anything from level 5, so I'm not going to show off anything from level 5, or World 5, I should say, and I'll let that be a surprise for those of you who actually want to play through the games yourself. The weird thing about Runner, and I mentioned this, if you haven't seen the video of Runner, I would encourage you to do so. Oh, you know what? There's actually a secret level down here. Let's try to get that, because I only got one of those when I was playing it through blind. So let's see if I can get that one. It's not... I would encourage you to go check out that Let's Look At of this game, because... there it is down there. I just gotta fall. I know it seems like I'm doing really bad right now. I promise you, there's a reason. There's a method to my madness. There's a method to my badness, if you will. But... that video will actually articulate my thoughts, I think, better than this live stream will, because I got all sorts of distractions right now. There we go, we got the secret level. So these are all going to be like ColecoVision or like Super Famicom style levels that are going to be extremely difficult. But we do get 3 lives on these ones, but I've never managed to beat one of these. But this could be a first, who knows? Oh, maybe not. The thing is, I don't know how to deal with the scorpions. I think maybe we're supposed to jump over them. But cut me some slack here. I really like the visual style on these levels. I think it looks fucking awesome. I am gonna miss out on probably a lot of gold bars, but survival is a great thing in and of itself. So let's just keep going here, duck down. I don't know how long... oh, it's the spiders, I think, that caused me the problems when I played through the first time. Oh, yes, we're still alive. And now I feel stupid for saying I don't know how to get around those spiders. That might be the end of the level there, in which case I am pretty impressed with myself for once. And I don't get to say that all that often. Winning congratulation! With our secret level unlocked. Chat has totally died on YouTube for me, so I hope it's still working out for you guys. We're just gonna jump back into this level here. I'm not sure how that affected our leaderboard position, but I guess it doesn't really matter that much. Let's see if we can rank in the top 5 again. I'm not the best Runner 2 player in the world. I think... I'm not trying to toot my own horn or anything. There's so few people playing this right now because it doesn't officially come out until tomorrow. That I may actually accidentally be the best Runner 2 player in the world. Although maybe Rockley Smile has something to say about that, because I know he has a copy as well. In any case, let's try to fit through here. I didn't find things that really got that difficult in this game until, you know, maybe the 4th, 5th world. And even then, it didn't get super hard. There were no levels, like, there's a level in Runner 1 which actually stumped me on the first world for like 2 hours the first time I played it. And this whole game combined only took me about 5 hours to beat. So, you know, I'm not trying to rag on the game for not being as difficult as its predecessor. I actually think it's better because it's not as difficult. Because Runner 1 was kind of insane, but I'm just pointing it out there to make sure you are informed consumers if you are indeed thinking about getting this game for yourself. By the way, if you pre-order this, pre-order bonuses are a little weak because I feel like if you're into the indie game world, you probably already have access to BitTrip Runner 1. It's been in like a ton of humble indie bundles. But you do get access to BitTrip Runner 1 if you pre-order this game. That's going to run you $15, I believe. And for 15 bucks, you get access to this game, which I consider to be a pretty sweet value. So, I totally sucked on my bullseye there, but I did get 2 perfects in a row, so I think the game gave me some kind of achievement for that. Let's see where we rank on our leaderboards. With the Y button, of course. I should get that mouse pointer off the screen. My apologies. And we are going to be in 3rd. That's not so bad. I'm actually just going to go get my phone here for a second so that I can check my Twitter feed as it updates, because the YouTube stream seems to be doing a pretty piss-poor job of it so far. Yeah, you are a lot louder than the in-game music. That's how it's gonna be, unfortunately. Alright, now I can keep my Twitter feed uploading, or updating I should say, as the game goes along. If you've tweeted me up to now, I probably am never gonna see it, but if you're tweeting me now, I should be able to see it. Let's take a look at some questions. watching the stream right now, will you look at the awesome Brutal Legend when it comes out on Steam? Probably. Probably. Audio's a little messed up. Your voice is completely covering the game music. People are saying it's blinking. I don't believe them, though. I don't believe them either. In any case, whatever. If it's blinking, it's blinking. I apologize. That's an XSplit issue, unfortunately. Anyway, I'm just gonna boot into some more levels here. I'm done worrying about stream issues, if you will. Unless it's like completely unwatchable, I'm just gonna stick with it for now. They actually introduced something really, really difficult to deal with on this level. Remember, this is basically, it's my inaugural stream of this type, if that makes any sense. That was abysmal. Yeah, this is the first time that I've ever tried to put together like a slightly larger, less casual production, especially via XSplit. There's no perfect solution yet, but I'm gonna continue working on it. That was a terrible jump. Yeah, I'm gonna continue working on it, and we'll be able to put together some more professional stuff in the future, because my dream is when I move into a bigger place in a couple of months, I might be able to put on like a daytime, kind of cheesy, pseudo late night talk show type thing with like interviews and random gameplays and who knows, man, get like a mixture of like professional wrestling and late night with Carson Daly or something. Just god-awful content that I'm super excited about. So I'm trying to get my feet wet with this whole streaming thing, get comfortable with it, especially from a that was close. Technological side, that was awful as well. So that, you know, in a couple of months, these streams will be way more entertaining and better as well. These streams are basically just me broadcasting live for 1,400 people, my own failings. And I should probably, wow, that's abysmal. I should probably get virtual audio cable running. That is, in all likelihood, my next step, so I can actually have people show up on the stream. Because I had a sweet idea. You know, I have all this ninja-themed trivia that I came up with. I was going to pit Rock Lee Smile against Josh. I'm just going to call him Nick instead of Rock Lee Smile. Because by this time, if you're watching the stream, you probably know who he is, because I mentioned him now and then. But yeah, I was going to pit them against each other in this, like, ninja-themed trivia. They were going to pick people from the audience to win prizes if they actually won. It was going to be great. But, you know, the best laid plans of mice and men, yada, yada, yada. So instead, we'll just, you know, crowdsource that trivia basically directly to the audience. Oh, it was right at the fucking thing, the checkpoint. Yeah, so instead, I'll just ask you guys the questions directly, and I will give out the codes via Twitter. But that is not for a little while here. We're just going to continue playing Runner 2 for now. And also, as far as I know, beyond the very start of this stream, there should be an ad-free stream, because I don't even know how to run ads in XSplit. So, you know, my gift to you, and also my gift to myself, of course. But that means that I will have to mute my microphone instead of running an ad when I go to the bathroom, because I live in such a small place right now that you guys would hear me urinate. And then it starts the did he wash his hands or didn't he debate, and everyone gets a little bit creeped out, and I get a little bit creeped out. I feel like my privacy's being invaded. Then I remember that I'm broadcasting live on the internet for all these people voluntarily. It's just a whole weird mess of existential crisis. Let's go downwards here. Whenever there's a question mark, that appeals to me. By the way, there are branching paths. You've seen a couple so far. Sometimes the branching paths are like my brain almost broke there. Sometimes it's to go between like easier and harder levels, which we saw a little bit earlier. This time, wow, I got an alternate exit, which is another possible alternative for branching paths, but I missed like 22 gold bars somehow. I thought I was playing pretty well, but I guess I was indeed mistaken. Not going to be high on the leaderboards there. Fourth, okay, higher than I thought. Let's replay that level and try to beat it, you know, the old-fashioned way. That's the way Dad did it. That's the way America does it. And it's worked out pretty well so far. So, I'm just going to continue dancing here. Dancing is basically like, you know when you're playing a game like Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time perhaps, and you're trying to get to someplace, but it's a long walk away, so you continually do a roll or something just to keep your fingers busy, or you're trying to keep your like hands warm in StarCraft. Oh, that was abysmal. To use a more modern example, yeah, trying to keep your hands warm while you're playing the Heart of the Swarm beta or something. Basically, that's what dancing is. It also gives you some extra points, so if you want to like max out your leaderboard position, you keep dancing. I mean, there's a more strategic element to it than that. I mean, there's a risk reward, because when you're dancing, it occupies you, and you can't actually do anything else for a little while. So if an obstacle suddenly comes out of nowhere, you're basically screwed. But that's how I feel about dancing right now, and I'm apparently one of the top 4 Runner 2 players in the world, so, oh, the karma burns. So yes, in case you're watching, the giveaways are going to start a little bit later. We're just going to kind of warm up here with some Runner 2 in honor of its release tomorrow. And then we're going to move into some Super House of the Dead Ninjas in honor of its release last week. And then we are going to move into some Hitman Blood Money in honor of, you know, I guess me recently getting the Hitman HD Trilogy. Although I will be playing the Steam version, not the Xbox 360 version. Which means we're going to be starting from the tutorial, which is good, maybe, because that means I've played through some of these levels. I don't know how long Blood Money is, but I'm about halfway through it, I think, on the 360 version. I still suck. I'm still brute forcing my way through a lot of missions, and I'm basically just playing it whenever I have some free time. But yeah, I was kind of skeptical about Blood Money because I loved Absolution, which a lot of people seem to say, you know, ran totally contrary to Blood Money. I think they're both good games. Let's try to perfect this level now. I want to get #1 on these fat leaderboards. In a way, you know I'm not a competitive video gamer, but whenever I see streams of people that are streaming, like, either competitive games, you know, StarCraft, Dota, what have you, or speedruns, I missed it in the worst way possible, or speedruns, stuff like that, I'm, like, super jealous. I'm like, I want to be a part of that. I want people to recognize me for being pretty good at a game, even if it's a game that hasn't come out yet. And by the way, obviously this is nonsensical because I am just constantly getting my ass handed to me on what appear to be some fairly simple jumps here. Since we're only going to have about an hour with Runner 2, I'm not sure how much more I'm going to play of the second world. Might start booting into some slightly difficult or slightly more difficult worlds. Shouldn't say this world is not difficult because I'm getting my ass handed to me, but at the same time, you know, this is the kind of game where if you're talking and playing at the same time, things are going to become a little difficult. Oh, well, that was absolutely awful. Alright, you know what? No more fucking around. I'm going to shut up for a second. You can't even hear the game audio, so just imagine Joe Esposito's "You're the best around." You're the best around. I just can't say more than 5 seconds or I'm going to be hit with a copyright claim. Boom, and then this, and then that, and we're about to sneak through here, like so, and up, like that. Alright. I got through the section that was causing me problems before. Almost botched that one. There is a glide ability. I'm not sure if you guys have seen me do it so far. I don't think this is going to be a world record or anything like that, but at least we got through to the end without causing myself any physical harm, which is a rarity. So let's wait for this cannon to spin around a little bit. That was abysmal as well. We only got 4,000. Just a little bit too quick off the draw there, I would say. And no, Avira antivirus. Now is not a good time to update. Remind me later. Okay, so let's toggle our micro. Oh, I skipped over it. I didn't want to replay the level. I wasn't even top 5. Anyway, let's exit out of that level. I think we've seen enough of that. No need to go back there. And, you know, we've played for about 20 minutes here. Why don't we go into another world here? So, we have the Supernature. We have the Mounting Sads, I should say. Let's go into the Supernature, and I'll let you guys see some of these cutscenes, because there is kind of a story that goes on, actually, in Runner 2. And in the meantime, I will shut up, so maybe you guys can hear it.
Territory unbound by the laws of science, familiar yet foreign, a place only the innocent can see. The Supernature.
I think that's the end. What is your most... Lauren Chen on Twitter asks, what is your most anticipated indie game? You know, I think I'm gonna have to go... I love the Spy Party. I love the idea of mutagenics. You know, Edmund McMillan released a lot of information on that. By the way, I should point out, I would be remiss if I didn't, that every level in Runner 2, or every world, I should say, has a very distinct visual style, which makes the game, I think, look really awesome. But, yeah, those games, you know, I'm definitely into, but I really liked what I saw of The Witness in that PS4 event, and I know people were sore. They thought it was going to be, you know, like a PS4 exclusive or timed exclusive, and everyone was like, Jonathan Blow's turning his back on the PC gaming community, herp the derp derp, plus he's pretentious, I never liked him anyway. Well, he did announce the other day, if you didn't see it, that it is going to be available on PC at or before the time that it's available on the PS4, but it's got console exclusivity on the PS4 for a little while, basically because Sony has been easier to deal with from an indie game perspective, which I totally understand, and no one from Microsoft has contacted him, and he doesn't think it's capable of running on modern hardware. Oh, we've got to use the analog stick for this one. This is why I will never get a lot of points on those. Oh, I pressed down and fell off the level. Yeah, we'll never get, or I'll never get super high scores on these levels, because your score is largely determined by the kind of accuracy you have when you rotate the analog stick around those circles, which I'm not very good at. Sadly, you can't dance while you're grinding on these. Otherwise, you know, that would be just too much swag for one runner to have. Just kicking down some barriers, grabbing some gold bars. So far, so good. And there we go. That was maybe a little bit better. Now just don't hit down. And this is what I mean. Like, you can tell we're about halfway, maybe a little bit past halfway through Runner 2 by this point in the game. And, you know, things are not that difficult. Things are fairly easy in their own right. But I like that. It makes the game a more casual experience. Nice. But that more hardcore element is also there if you're into that sort of thing, if you really want to score track. Or score attack, I should say. Let's check out our micro leaderboards here. Where am I? What? Am I number 1? That's the number 1 score on the leaderboards, yo! That's crazy! It'll never happen again. Enjoy it while it lasts. I want to check the leaderboards for log jamming. I should mention, by the way, I love this kind of like Super Mario World, kind of overworld here that we have going on. Man, almost all of these levels have been perfected. That's good. Way to go, past me. But it also has these secret levels that you can only get to once you have a certain number of gold bars. So let's try to get to 125, and then we'll go check out those levels, which are going to be a little bit more difficult, obviously. There's also, I should mention, these levels that have keys. We've seen one of them so far, I think. Those keys are, by default, not actually accessible on the level. You actually have to beat a level. Oh, this is... I botched it. That one you have to hit the face buttons in time, and you have to be pretty precise with your timing. I usually get the first 3 okay, and then mess up on the last face button. But in any case, let's try this again. Yeah, botched it again. You have to kind of go to like a Super Mario World style switch hub, and then when you actually beat that level, then the keys will kind of populate out into the world. Before that, you just see a ghostly specter. There's a big Super Mario World influence going on in this game, and that is a-okay with me, you know, given that it is my favorite game of all time. Things getting a little trickier now, I guess. I shouldn't say that they're easy. By the way, the voice that you may or may not have heard during the cutscene is Charles Martinet. You might know him as the voice actor for... Oh, are you kidding me? The voice actor for basically everything Mario-related since Mario 64, as far as I can recall. He doesn't really sound like Mario in this game, and I think that's because he doesn't really sound like Mario in real life. But, you know, he's an accomplished voice actor. He's not just done the Mario stuff. He's done other games and other movies and properties as well. As far as I know, we finally hit that one properly, which might mean I have a snail's chance in hell of getting a decent ranking. Oh, I was so close. I think the rankers on this one were at like 1.3, 1.4. That seems to be fairly standard for a Bit Trip level. I also think the levels in... Oh, that was really bad as well. I also think the levels in Runner 2 are a little bit shorter than the levels in the original Runner. Like, some of the levels... There was one level in Runner in the first world which had like 80 or 90 bars, and it was a fucking disaster. Not in a bad way, not in a... Like, it was an awful level or anything like that. It was just a pain in the ass to beat, especially since, you know, of course, there were no checkpoints in that original game. So if you messed up and hit something, you had to go all the way back to the beginning, which on this one was like a 2.5-minute level or something. These are almost as much rhythm games. Wow, I really messed that one up. They're almost rhythm games in addition to being platformers. They almost need their own kind of genre moniker. Like, these games should be called runners, you know, like Bit Trip, Cannabalt. I don't think this was a very good run for me. Maybe if I manage to get the 10,000 here, I can sneak into a good leaderboard position, but I kind of doubt it, to be honest with you. A lot of people are saying it's flickering, lagging. I apologize for that. We got a bullseye. I can very quickly I could set the screen region up again. It'll be very quick. Let's check out our leaderboards. Number 3? That's not so bad. I'm just going to quickly reset the screen region here. It should work really quickly. That wasn't it. That's it. Hopefully that works out for you. Maybe I just need to make sure I'm keeping it as the active window as well. Maybe I'll just keep my mouse pointer up here or something. Let's continue onwards. Let's check out some levels that are a little bit later. And then once we get to 125, maybe I'll check out a boss fight over the course of this too. When we get to 125 gold bars, I will check out that secret level, and we should probably check out a boss as well, but we're going to be streaming Runner 2 if you're just joining us for about the next half hour or so. See if I can perfect this level. I think I perfected it once, so I really can't stress enough that I genuinely... Oh, that was real bad. The game tricked me. It baited me with that easy jump and then threw an enemy in my path. I really think this is probably the best indie game I've played all year. I did it again. There hasn't been a whole lot of competition for that title just yet. There's been some decent titles so far this year. We're going to play one of them tonight as we play Super House of Dead Ninjas. But I think Runner 2 is pretty much heads and tails above every other indie game that I've played so far this year. Genuinely think that this is a game that anyone who is into indie games, anyone who likes what they see, should probably pick this up. You know, 15 bucks, here's the thing. I'm not going to anti-sell... I thought it was going to boost me over it. I'm not going to anti-sell the game, but Gaijin Games seems to have a very good relationship with the guys at Wolfire, so I would not be surprised if this shows up in a Humble Bundle at some point. I mean, Runner 1 shows up on Steam for like $274 all the damn time. So if you really, really want to wait, you can probably get a better price later on. But that's true with pretty much any game on Steam these days. I think this is a game that's worth owning on day one. Consider this my hearty recommendation, and I absolutely would not be surprised to see this placed very, very highly on Windies 2013. Assuming I do Windies 2013, which is, of course, always up in the air. I like doing this scripted stuff, though, in addition to the other commentary. Once I finish this level, I'll take some more questions from Twitter. Apparently, I am garbage at this level. Let's just mash on the right trigger here and keep things going. And yeah, if you're just joining us as well, thanks for coming out. I'm going to be doing a lot of giveaways later. In addition, I am going to be streaming for a long time. Thinking around 3 hours. I'm going to be streaming. You can check out the overlay on the bottom right there to see what my schedule is going to be like. It's not a firm schedule. Might be switching it up just a little bit. I don't know if I might switch some of the Super House of Dead Ninjas time. I'm terrible at this game, apparently. Might switch out some of the Super House of Dead Ninjas time to do the trivia for the giveaways. I might, but probably won't boot into March of the Eagles. I really like that game. I've got 9 hours invested in March of the Eagles already. That's the new grand strategy title from Paradox, taking place in the Napoleonic era in Europe, which probably just put half of you to sleep, and the other half of you have like a huge history nerd boner right now, and I like that half of you. I like both halves of you. The bottom halves of you guys, anyway. Oh, I botched it. Yeah, that was worth dying there. Sometimes it's worth intentionally dying so you can actually go back to the start of the level and have a chance to get perfect. Because I want to get these fat-ass leaderboard positions here. The thing with March of the Eagles, like I said, love the game a lot, played it a lot. It's really my first grand strategy title, and I owe a great debt to it for kind of easing me into that genre, especially with EU4 coming out soon, but, well, not soon. Anyway, it doesn't really translate well to a short-form stream content, I would say. That's the kind of game where, you know, to finish a whole game of it, Jesus Christ, takes about, you know, 7 hours, 8 hours. So, I mean, assuming you carry it through to the end, sometimes you'll just find yourself in an unwinnable position, or an untenable position even, which will make things a little bit more difficult on you. And maybe those games only last like 3 hours if you're playing as Persia or something. I don't know. Anyway, I wouldn't expect to see that, but if there's technical difficulties with one of the games that we haven't tested yet, it's possible. Not sure what else we could play on the stream. Kind of a dry week for games, which again, bodes really well for Runner 2, which kind of has this week all to itself. With the exception, I guess, of Brutal Legend, which is releasing tomorrow. I don't know, what else is big in video games this week? Tomb Raider doesn't come out till next week. Excited to see that the reviews on that are pretty good. I'm still not sure what my Tomb Raider content is going to look like. I don't have a copy of Tomb Raider yet. I don't know if I'm getting one. Generally speaking, Square Enix, we've been pretty buddy-buddy. Like, I've gotten, like, their last 3 releases. So I'm expecting to have a copy of that. I hated what I played of the game. I was right there, but I was thinking about PAX. I hated what I played of the game at PAX Prime. And it seemed like a lot of people did, but I'm really surprised to see that it's getting such good reviews. Inevitably, there's going to be conspiracy theories now that I've said that. Like, oh man, all reviewers are paid off, the game looked bad, and then herp the derp. Unlikely. Let's put it that way. Wow, what a weird frog in my throat there. I'm going to shut up, and we're going to beat this level. And then after we beat the level, I'm going to get some darn water, because apparently my throat is starting to close up a little bit. I can't believe there's 1,458 of you guys right now watching me alternatingly suck dick and be pretty good at Runner 2. Keep in mind, I mean, I'm not competing with the entire world here. It's not like Northern Lion setting world records that are meaningful in Runner 2. when I'm ranking well. There's probably only like maybe 100 people that have this game. So to a certain extent, I'm on my own. People keep asking me, by the way, what's up with camera 2? Nothing's up with camera 2. YouTube sometimes automatically sets up a second camera for your streams. I don't know if that's to like, you know, I have no effing idea what that's for. I guess you could set that up to work with a different streaming client. So there's all sorts of creative things you could do with that. You know, have people choose their own cameras to watch if they're watching a more professional streaming product than me just bumfucking around in Runner 2 here. Maybe you could have, you know, multiple streaming options in the sense that, you know, one of these streams could be running XSplit, one of them could be running Wirecast, but I don't have the patience to maintain both of those at the same time. I thought for sure I hit that. At least we got to the checkpoint. I'm not going to perfect this level, which means I'm not going to be in a good leaderboard position, but at the very least I can finish this level. This might give us enough, not credits, enough gold bars to be able to go to that secret level that I was talking about a little earlier. Wow, I'm real bad. Let's go the hard path. This seems like a silly decision now. Runner 2, believe it or not, actually is a little bit harder for me to play right now because I don't have my headphones plugged in, just because if you're just joining us, we had some serious audio problems when we were setting this up. But it's a rhythm game to a certain extent, so, you know, not having your audio, not being able to hear the music does interrupt your flow a little bit. The music is excellent, and I'm kind of sad that I have been unable to set up the audio in a sufficient way where you guys can hear it clearly. I promise you that I'm gonna, you know, take XSplit 101 and figure out how to make this stuff work. It's not YouTube's problem. We already got whatever that was. That was a really bad run. It's not YouTube's problem, it's my problem. Let's check some Twitter questions here. It would be sweet if the second camera was used as a face cam, non-face cam stream. Oh yeah, you're right. That would be pretty cool if there was a face cam and a face cam free stream. What is your favorite Runner 2 world? Elisa Nels asks. I like World 5 for reasons that I can't say. Play some Spy Party. Unlikely on this stream, but me and a guy from the studio who made Quantum Conundrum and Philip Kolar, one of the writers at Polygon, are talking about doing a Spy Party stream at some point. In the very near future. Play March of the Eagles, please. Maybe I will. Evan Van Arsdale. You could play The Binding of Isaac if you could be bothered. That's true, Michael Seipel. I doubt I will, though. I played a little bit of Isaac today. Let me see what other questions you've got here. Northern Lion, this question, these are his words, not mine. This question is from Dick McFaggotson, which, you know, you either have incredibly mean parents or, you know, let's not go into that, but Northern Lion, will you check out Sang Froid, Tales of Werewolves on Steam? It got approved on Greenlight. Maybe a Let's Look At of it. Yep, I did a Let's Look At of that today. That'll be up a little bit later this week. Is Runner 2 something I definitely need a controller for, or would keyboard and mouse work just fine? I can't say that because I actually have only done it using the controller, but the game does highly, highly recommend that you use the controller when you get into it. Like, it has the same kind of, like, Super Meat Boy prompt that the PC version of Super Meat Boy had, where when you go in, it's like, you really should use a controller for this. By the way, I'm just gonna get some water and possibly go to the bathroom very quickly, so I will be back in just 2 seconds. I'm gonna mute the microphone, but I promise I will be back. I told you I'd be back. So, we are going to play Morningwood level here. Good names on these levels, too. Log Jammin', obviously. A Big Lebowski reference. Oh, here we go again. Click on the window, then hit resume. And it works. Alright, awesome. Let's see if we can get another fairly good ranking here. Apparently, I didn't perfect this level when I played through the first time. That was abysmal. Apparently, yeah, I didn't beat this, or perfect this level when I played through the first time. Just going back to that controller and keyboard issue. My guess is that this plays strongly. Oh god, Josh is talking to me. Dude, when you muted the microphone, it muted the game. Your game audio is being picked up by your mic? No, it's not. I swear to God. I think that, like, it's not being picked up by my mic. I have no headphones plugged in right now. I'm gonna restart this level. Josh distracted me. I don't know what's up with that, but in any case, let's continue going onwards here. I think the stream's still working. As long as you can still hear me, I'm still here. And we're just gonna do this, then the secret level, then we'll check out a boss room. And after we finish that, it might be time to almost move on to Super House of Dead Ninjas, where I will also be giving away... I've got like 15 codes for random games to give away. Not all of them are Super House of Dead Ninjas. I've got some codes for Bleed as well, so there's a Let's Look At up of Bleed that went up today, and they also gave me some codes to give away on the stream. So thank you to Boot This Revolution for that, and the guys at Megadev for giving me the codes for Super House of Dead Ninjas. So I've got 5 for each of those games. Which way do I go? I guess I'll go Keyway. That might stop me from eventually getting perfect on this level, though. Sometimes it does work like that. For now, let's just focus on survival. Keep it up, push this down, and we'll go high here. Oh, well, I botched that miserably, but we still have the key, so it should be okay. Let's hit this upwards, down, 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 up, hit, down, treasure chest. Awesome, we got something there. Oh, but then I botched it, but we should still have it, I think. Oh god, I've got another message on Skype. It's J Smith OTI. Yeah, it is. Suck it. As long as you guys can still hear me now, I don't really care. I gotta sign out of Skype or something. This is gonna distract me too much. Scumbag J Smith OTI. I don't know why it's being picked up by my mic. I don't know, man. That's all I have to say about that. I don't know, man. I totally restarted the level like an idiot. Let's do this from the start. Put on your game face, Northern Lion. I got this water, and then I didn't drink it. Where is your god now? Alright, good analog stick. Like, I know, going back to that keyboard versus controller debate for this game, I don't think there is a debate. I think it controls better with the controller. I mean, that's what Gaijin Games has told me. I see no reason to argue with them, basically. But I think when you go around the swirly gigs, I think they call them loop-de-loops and square-de-loops. For these ones, you actually like hold down the space bar and then maybe use your mouse to swing you around, which is a very weird... Oh, that was abysmal too. Very weird way to do things for sure. I much prefer just using the analog stick. It feels more intuitive to me. Some people might disagree, who knows? There's always, you know, there's diehard controller supporters, of which I am one, even though I definitely prefer the keyboard and mouse for a lot of experiences. And then there's diehard keyboard and mouse fans. I'm not trying to, you know, step on your toes and say that this game will not play well at all if you're using keyboard and mouse. I'm just saying, for me, this is the kind of game it's absolutely preferable to be using the controller. I guess we already had the treasure, so I didn't even need to come this way again. But sometimes by going on the hard path, I swear you can actually redeem yourself for missing... Oh, that was abysmal. You can redeem yourself for missing gold bars earlier in the game. Or earlier in the level, I should say. So that's why I did that. But we'll take the easy path now, because all we need to do is defeat this level. Easy path is harder than the hard path. All we need to do is beat this level. And then we will, again, secret level. Wow, this is bad. Secret level... Boss level. We'll probably check out an earlier boss level because I might spend some time on these ones. The boss levels are fairly difficult sometimes. And then we will probably check out Super House of Dead Ninjas. Wow, again, so bad. Bring the noise, NL. I will bring the effing noise. Right here. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Public Enemy remix style. Drop down, jump up. I love the slide jumps. They make you feel like such a baller. It's like playing Mega Man again, but in super colorful mode. Mega Man 3, I guess. Ooh, okay, that was a little close. Still? Oh my god, you fucking fireball. I jumped over you. I think YouTube has some sort of fetish with the, like, 1458 number. Whenever I look at the stream, it's like 1458, and I refuse to believe. I think there's this... You know what? I'm gonna fail for a second. I did that one on purpose. I think there might be a secret level down here. Call me crazy. Just hold down for a second. There's not. You just fall to your death. I thought those trees... Oh, no, wait. There's some kind of secret down there. I swear to God, I will find this, and I will kill you. Maybe it was just a gold bar that I was missing. Fuck it, let's just finish the level. Take the high road, because I'm the bigger man. Like so. Oh, then we fall, and then we take the low road. I like to mix it up. Who gives a shit about being the bigger man? I want to go the road less traveled. I'm running out of overdone sentiments to use here. This should basically be it. I think I avoided that fireball that butt-fucked me earlier. Maybe? I find these jumps surprisingly difficult, believe it or not. Wow, this is a really bad attempt here. I don't think I'm going to rank on the leaderboards at all, but at least I've finished. That's more than some people can say. You know, most people, I guess, considering the game isn't technically out yet. Let's see where our leaderboard position is here. 3rd! That is higher than I should be. I'm bad at this game, but so is everybody else, apparently. So, I'm just going to go quickly check out the secret level. We've got about 13 minutes left in our scheduled run or 2 time here. That is good water. By the way, there are difficulty levels. I'm playing on the normal difficulty right now, but you can very quickly switch between them just by using right bumper. So it's not like you have to like totally redo the entire game if you want to play it on a different difficulty level. Secret levels usually a bit harder than their counterparts. Their normal counterparts, I guess I should say. We got the key there, which is awesome. And oftentimes they will have other rewards associated with them as well, like new characters, costumes, etc., etc. I don't think the characters have different abilities, but I should check out some of the new characters. Maybe in that boss run, I will check out some of the new characters. Again, if you didn't hear me earlier in the stream, you can, if you so choose. If you're a crazy person, you can jump over those checkpoints. I didn't think that lip was big enough to kill me. You can jump over the checkpoints, thereby meaning that it's basically playing classic Runner 1 style where there are no checkpoints at all. Seems crazy to me, though. You get extra points for it. It's not like it's just there for no reason. So there is some incentive, and I'm sure when it comes to score attacking, I'm going to be knocked off the leaderboards pretty quickly by someone who has the sack to do that kind of stuff. But that's not me, man. Oh, I was so close. I'm contented to just beat the levels. Like, that's fine by me. And I will do kind of a pitch, I guess, for Runner 2 at the end of this, because I think this is a game that people should check out. I mean, if you're watching this, odds are you're probably fairly familiar with the Runner franchise, because, you know, my audience tends to be fairly up-to-date on indie games, whether, you know, through me or someone else, Total Biscuit, Reddit, indie gaming section, what have you. So you probably knew that this game was coming out. This is just my way of saying, like, hey, you bored? You got nothing to play this week? You should play Runner 2, because Runner 2 is real good and nothing else is coming out, so it's perfect timing. If you've already beaten all 5 hours of Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, maybe you have time for another 5 hours of Runner 2 this week before you pick up Tomb Raider. If you are picking up Tomb Raider, who knows, man? I don't know if that game's any good yet. I'm cautiously optimistic. I know I've been talking about Tomb Raider a little bit on the stream already, but you know, it's kind of like Zombie U, where when I played Zombie U at PAX Prime, it didn't impress me at all. I was like, this game is garbage. It's going to be like a 4 out of 10 game. And then when I actually spent some time with it at home, I was like, you know, it's not so bad. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I feel like the same thing is happening with Tomb Raider here. I almost said Tomb Raider 2. That kind of dates me a little bit. Or maybe I'm living in the future, man. So let's try to get a bullseye here. I believe I can get first here. That was not a bullseye. That was real bad, actually. But let's see if I rank highly. I got the treasure, I got the key, and I rank number 3. Not even close to Sir Lar. Even that bullseye wouldn't have saved me. Alright, let's continue on here. Let's check out the boss. We'll check out the boss from the second world, shall we? Again, about 10 minutes of Runner 2 time left here. Cautiously optimistic. Take a drink. You guys playing the Northern Lion drinking game without me? Yeah, we'll go back to the Emerald Brine here. And we will take boss level. By the way, I'm going to go check out the characters here. See who I've unlocked. I don't know who I've unlocked. We've also got Beat Trip, so we've, how do we change costume? That's the real question. Oh, okay, so we can have default, and then there's costumes like throwback, default. You guys remember New Rock Band default? We have, you know, Clever Pickle. I guess these are the different characters we've unlocked. And all of the costumes we can put them in. Oh, okay, okay, wait. Left to right changes hero, so we can be Commander Video, Command Girl Video, Uncle Dill, and I think that's it. And we can change their costumes. So we can have Inversion, inverts the colors. Mac Daddy, that is pretty awesome. That's the trainer from Punch-Out's costume, I believe. You can put her in the throwback outfit. You can have a Pickle who's a clever Pickle. Cool by me, man. And that Pickle looks a little bit derpy. By the way, this is the key vault up here. This is how you populate the keys throughout the levels. Let's go fight our boss here. We might have a cutscene. I can't remember. It's been like 3 or 4 weeks since I've actually played Runner 2. 2 or 3 weeks, maybe. Nope. So the way that these boss levels work, you're always like running away or running towards something. Usually running away. Basically all you have to do, it's the same as Runner, basically. All you're doing is adjusting yourself on the fly to whatever obstacles you get. The only difference is that the obstacles... Oh, that was abysmal. Apparently that's the catchphrase today. That was abysmal. The only difference is that you don't get nearly as much time to see the obstacles that are coming for you. So eventually you just learn the patterns. We're going to jump over the barrels. Oh, that was almost really bad. We're going to jump over the barrels. I was supposed to kick him there if I remember correctly. We're going to jump over some of the cannonballs. We're going to duck under other ones. And the pattern stays the same every single time. So these are really just an exercise in memorization and not being an idiot like I was right there. So let's get back to our first phase here. And by the way, again, one of the hard parts of Runner 1, the hardest parts I should say, because the whole game was super difficult, were the boss battles. The boss battles had no checkpoints. Gosh darn it. They had no checkpoints. So whenever you failed, you would have to go all the way back. And sometimes you'd have to hit bosses 3 times. And inevitably, that led to a lot of frustration when you were on like the last attempt and then you botched it. Whereas in this game, every time you hit them... I guess I didn't hit him there. Every time you hit them, you have you reach a checkpoint. So basically, as soon as you hit an enemy once, you're kind of done with that phase of the enemy. And all you have to do is repeat it over and over, where it will become more difficult as you go, for sure. I'm going to shut up for a second so that hopefully I can succeed. There we go. That actually works, so that should be a checkpoint reached for us. I'm not sure what that black line is. That strikes me as probably some kind of visual glitch, but I'll have to let someone at Gaijin Games comment on that. Who knows, man. I'm running a interesting setup here between XSplits, the game itself, which is not technically out until tomorrow. By the way, I do have a Runner 2 code for Wii U. I like for myself. I'm not giving it away. And I've activated it. It took like 3 hours to download on Wii U last night. That's not the game's fault. It's only 800 megabytes. It's the Nintendo server's fault. On Steam, it took like 20 seconds. But I'm going to check that version out too. I hear that Runner 2 on Wii U is the best version, actually. That's what they have told me from Gaijin Games. So I'm interested in checking that out. If nothing else, that'll be the version of Runner 2 that I play on the Wii U screen while I poop. Oh, I thought he was dead. Maybe we have to hit him 4 times in true not Nintendo fashion. I don't know. Oh, yeah, just immediately get hit there. By the way, I'm not sure how this affects our score. Like, my score right now is obviously super low. Maybe every time you die, you lose a little bit of score, but I don't think you do. Like, even on levels where I've died, I've managed to rank really highly. Just from playing from the checkpoint, but I don't know if that's because there's nobody else playing this game right now. Again, because it's not technically out yet. That was awful. Normally on these boss fights, you can, you know, dance your way around things. And by dancing, you get extra points. And that's how you rank highly on these boss fights. But on this one, because we're grinding, we can't actually do any dancing, unfortunately. And apparently, I'm dropping all the G's today. Like Jay-Z. Now, just play it cool. That should kill him. Maybe we have enough. Oh, that was it right there. That's got to kill him. All right. Now we can dance. Dance like crazy. These points are going to be big, man. And make sure we hit this bullseye, because this could be what separates the men from the boys on the leaderboards. Oh, my God. I've had my mouse pointer on the screen the whole time. I apologize. That was 4,000. That was not very good. All right. So we got the mouse pointer off the screen. Again, my apologies. Score 149,000. That's good enough for 0 with play. 3rd, apparently. And you know what? 356. Let's play one more game of Runner 2 before we boot into some, what was I going to say? We'll play a hard level on level 1, why not?
The Welcome Wonderland.
Before we boot into Super House of Dead Ninjas, which is going to require me, putting on the overlay for a second, and like adjusting the game volume again, I don't know. So we'll check out Into Thin Air here. I didn't even adjust the difficulty level, but so what? This is going to be the last level we're going to play of Runner 2 for today. Alright, I don't recognize any of the names there on the leaderboards. New reward, dance for 15 minutes. That's pretty good, man. Dance like nobody's watching, Pickle. We have a, I should mention, I don't think I've gotten the treasure chest on this level, so we could potentially get something new. But the whole first world is all about tutorialization, at least for a long time. We got some kind of costume upgrade there, probably. Oh, that was so bad! Yeah, the whole first world, it gradually introduces you to the concepts of the game. Even, like, later worlds, they'll introduce new elements that you'll have to master in order to succeed. So it's a gentle learning curve as opposed to Runner 1, which was like a fucking violent torrent of anger. Just like, hey, here's all your abilities, good luck. You'll need it. You guys play Smash TV? It's a fun game. Let's just beat the level now. If I could perfect it, if I could get one last rank 1 on the leaderboards, I'll be a very happy dude. Let's be super cocky and totally skip over the checkpoint, which is going to allow me... Oh, and then I missed one! Maybe skipping the checkpoint is still going to allow me to rank highly, though. I doubt it. That serves me right for being cocky, I guess. But when you actually focus, I play a lot better at this game, which you might expect. There we go. Only a few left. 18, I guess, is the now maximum definition of a few. Keep it going like this. Another... Well, we only got like 4 left, actually. Yep, I botched it pretty miserably. But that's okay. Was I playing on the higher difficulty there? Maybe I was. We missed out on a little bit. A single gold bar. Maybe I still rank okay there. Challenge bonus. I don't know what that's for, but I'll take it. Yeah, we actually ranked number 1 on that, so that was surprising to me. In any case, let's head back to our main menu here. It was a good hour of Runner 2. I really like this game. Yeah, so we're going to go back to the main menu here. That is our hub world. Again, 5 worlds in Runner 2. The one thing I think that would really put this game over the top is if there was like a user-created world section, but sadly, as far as I know, there's not. But Runner 2, or Bit Trip presents Runner 2, Future Legend of Rhythm Alien, coming out on Steam officially tomorrow, so it should unlock, around 10 a.m. Pacific Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Really like it. I like this game a lot. It's going to be $15. If you pre-order it, you also get Runner 1, which you can play tonight and, tear your hair out because it's super difficult. But yeah, I feel like it's the best indie game that I've played this year. Head and shoulders above the rest so far, even though there have been some other good ones. Yeah, go check it out. And as always, thank you guys for watching the Runner 2 section of this stream. I'm going to continue talking here incessantly, which might annoy some of you, but I am going to switch the stream over to Super House of Dead Ninjas, and we're going to play at least half hour, 40 minutes of Super House of Dead Ninjas, and once that finishes up, I have a ton of codes to give away. So we'll do that. So if you want to win a game, make sure to stay tuned. I'm going to be switching over to that. Again, thank you guys for checking out Runner 2. And I will see those of you who are leaving because you're here only for Runner 2 in a little bit. But everyone else, just hang out. I'm going to put on my transition here. Not my transition, my overlay. And start up Super House of Dead Ninjas. So you guys should still be able to hear me, but we might go through a little bit of turmoil as I figure out what the heck to set our audio settings to, because who knows, maybe Super House of Dead Ninjas is going to be crazy loud or something. I doubt it, but I hope it's okay. So let's go over here, Super House of Dead Ninjas. I wonder, this game had an update recently. I hope it has controller support now. I don't think it does. Let me just set up my screen region. Like so. So go back to scene 1. Oh, you guys can see my Steam feed. Delete screen region. Like so. And then switch back. Add screen region. Like this. This game doesn't run natively in widescreen. So it's going to be a little blown out, a little distorted maybe, but I think it looks pretty good. And let's just move that overlay up on top, and maybe we'll move it up to the top right here. Can I make it a little smaller? I don't want to do that. Maybe we'll just move it Because I think the Adult Swim Games thing is just going to hang out there. So I'll just put it over here for now. And let me know if the audio's fine. As always, I'm going to be checking on Twitter for now. So just give me a second here to get Twitter set up. And I'm going to take some water because my throat's getting a little parched. Lots of new tweets, by the way. Like hundreds. JSmith OTI. Oh god, turn off the scan lines. Is that an option in the audio settings? Please get rid of that filter. What's going on here? I don't understand. I don't think it looks that bad. But I'll go to the options menu. Can we take we can take off the de-interlacing. Ah, you're right. That does look a lot better. I can't believe it angered so many people. Audio's awesome. Will there ever be Monaco videos in the future? Probably. Game audio's perfect. Volume sounds good. All right, you tell me, man. I guess we can go back here. Can you guys still see? We can't really see the overlay here. There we go. That's more what we're gonna want here. So let's get started. Super House of Dead Ninjas. Brief introduction. This is from Megadev. Originally came out on Adult Swim Games, so there's like a freeware version of the game. But then there's also this version. I believe it's $7 now, but it was $5 when it first came out, and it's now available on Steam. It's a roguelike, or at least has roguelike elements. Dungeon crawler. Not a dungeon crawler necessarily, a descender, if you will, almost like a Spelunky or something, but way more action-packed. I'm actually gonna put on my doing something else like overlay here for a second, and I'm just gonna tweet that we are moving on to something else here. So Runner 2 was fun. Now moving on to Super House of Dead Ninjas. Come join me. Alright, so that has been tweeted now. Okay. Let's get XSplit going up here. Back to scene 1. Beautiful. I love XSplit as a program. If I could just figure out the audio stuff, it would be fantastic. Just making sure my chat is fairly up to date here. Overlay of fucking awesome. Look at that retro styling. Anyway. Controller doesn't seem to be working yet. Unless I go to options. I know I saw them tweet at Total Biscuit. They're like, the newest update's gonna have controller support, but I guess it's not out quite yet. So why don't we get started here after my Twitter feed loads and I see what is going on and if everything's okay. Seems like everything's okay. Alright, let's start then. Thing with Super House of Dead Ninjas. I really like this game, but there's also my game audio is coming through my microphone. How the heck does that work? I think it's because I disabled my other monitor and that caused the sound to get weird. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. What I will say is, this game, you know, it has the potential to get a little dry, I would say, because things happen really quickly. We have a suite of weapons that we could possibly choose from here. I haven't played this game in a few days. By the way, prepare for keyboard sound. I'm going to try to keep it as light as possible. But we have a lot of different throwables that we can use. We also have a lot of different weapons we can use with different properties. I am going to use the nunchucks that can actually reflect here. I guess we could randomize too. I didn't even see that. That's pretty cool. Maybe we'll try that out a little bit later. We also have some bombs. I don't have any special abilities for those bombs. And I'm going to stick with the axes as well, which are, you know, in true Castlevania style, pretty cool. And I'm going to load into some transdimensional leakage or custom levels a little bit later on in the game. But for now, why don't we just start at the very beginning? Because things are going to be easy to start with, and then they're going to get more and more difficult. So the basic idea of this game is that we're going to be trying to get to the end of this dungeon. I think I can just kill him without using a projectile. There's 350 floors. We're going to be going through these floors real quick. I don't really want that question mark, to be honest with you. We're going to be going through these floors real quick. Each one is not going to take us very long at all. I must have killed that guy with the axe. And we have a certain number of lives that you can see with our, the number of, like, tick marks up there at the top. So every time we get hit, we're going to lose one of those lives. There's also champions that you'll occasionally run into. These champions give you special items when they die. They also have special abilities, I think. But I haven't really run into too many problems with them, except for that one who just killed me. You do die in one hit in true Contra fashion, if you will. So we're going to try to go as far as we can. There are 3 bosses that we'll have to fight. It's going to start out fairly easy, but it's going to get difficult very, very quickly, as you might expect. And I really like this game a lot, too. That was a very, very bad turn of events for me there. By the way, you cannot walk over spikes. like in Spelunky, and the grass can be angry sometimes. Kind of an equal balance, maybe not equal balance, like 80% enemies and 80% platforming challenges, like this one right here. And the levels are, the tower I should say, is randomly generated. So every single time you play, it's going to be a little bit different, but I think I've seen the same layout many times, so I don't know if it's randomly generated. I think it's like quote-unquote randomly generated, if you know what I mean. I can't believe that guy dropped down on me. I did not expect that. But we do get continues. We get 3 continues, so even though I'm playing pretty badly right now, we do probably end up fighting a boss very soon. Let's take a treasure. We end up getting a single life. That is probably the best one of those that we could have hoped for. And let's move on. I know a lot of other YouTubers, friends of the channel, have this game already. I'm pretty sure, well, I'm positive that Smith OTI has a copy of this game. I think he's done a video. And I'm positive that Green9090 is doing videos on it as well. I think, anyway. He's certainly tweeting a lot about it to the Megadev guys, who are the developers, of course. Just gonna check for some items. I hear that those letters eventually spell out where am I, and if you get them all, you get some kind of special bonus. Sadly, I've never even gotten close. What you're witnessing right now is probably the best run I've ever done. I am in rage mode here, which I believe means we are invincible, and every time we hit someone, apparently we're gonna get some slowdown. That slowdown, I never really found out if it was intentional or some kind of weird interaction with the game and my hardware. Because it feels like it should be intentional, if that makes sense. But at the same time, I'm in rage mode again. At the same time, it's a little bit distracting, so I don't know if it is intentional. That was a pretty awful rage there, but that's okay, because we're still moving forward. This is some of the best that I've ever done. Not the best that I've ever done, just don't want to get hit by this projectile. Just passing by, open this crate, pick up some more magic. I haven't used magic at all. Oh, that was abysmal. We probably will use magic. Just wanted to make sure I killed him, and we should come up and get this extra life. That was a very lucky get there. I think we fight a boss at floor 250. Well, 251, I guess, when you start a new level. Oh, I didn't even see Mr. Thwomp there. But we did get a new life upgrade, which is awesome. I bet these upgrades, they're not upgrades you have to get in the game. They actually, some of them are passives anyway. Oh, I didn't even know that ram was going to be coming for me. We've got to be approaching boss time very soon. Platform over him. Kill this ram easily. 250. All right, we're fighting our boss now. I'm probably going to die against the boss. Let's Spite. How does this magic work? I actually forgot. Okay, so that's good to know. When Spite jumps over me, I'll hit it with some fat magic. Try not to get hit by the bomb. Spite's pretty easy. This is the first boss. Oh, wow. Never mind. It's the first boss I ever fought in this game. Pretty set pattern to deal with her or him or it. Keep it up here. Oh, one more hit should do it. Pretty good. Take our extra life and move onwards. Actually, we'll take all this stuff and move onwards. Just want to check Twitter, make sure the keyboard sounds are not the loudest thing of all time. See what's going on here. Fucking do it, I'll join you. Game sound is kind of loud. I'm gonna do a commentary stream of Northern Lion stream MST 3K style. That's what Josh says. He's gonna restream my stream and make fun of what I say. By all means, man, power to the people. It's the new age of media. Feel free. Also, some people are saying the audio's a little bit loud. Oh, that was not good. Like, game audio's a little bit loud. I can fix that as soon as we finish this run right here, which, again, might be the best run I've ever done in my entire life. So I'm not eager to quit this one just yet. Fall down. Don't get hit. These frogs are the biggest annoyance in the whole fucking game. This is seriously by far the best run I've ever done. Okay, you need to double jump better. You need to, like, double, triple. There we go. Oh, and I hit the spike. Something tells me that might have been intentional on the game's end. And wow, that was the best platforming I've ever done ever. Probably a little bit of redundancy there, but that's okay. Watch out for that scorpion. Oh, the monkey ended up getting the final kill, but still, that was a very, very good run. Of course we're going to continue. I'm not good enough to beat the game, in all likelihood, but I am good enough to possibly beat the second boss. That's my hope anyway. I'll consider this stream a success if I ever beat the second boss at any point. I don't use bombs at all. We do get bombs in true Spelunky fashion, but I've never really found a good opportunity to use them, to be quite honest with you. So we're just going to crouch and keep moving towards this guy. That's the other thing about the shuriken, by the way. Not shuriken. These nunchucks, they actually are capable of That was so bad. They are capable of reflecting enemy projectiles. The only thing is, that's real risky, so it's not my preferred course of action most of the time. Generally speaking, if possible... Oh, I deflected it! That was amazing! Generally speaking, you want to kind of drop down on enemies, because if you hit them like that, they're usually vulnerable. Like that, for example, where we just got a random triple kill. Come at me, bro. Sometimes it's better to just get around enemies. We're going to pick up something here. I don't know what that is. Did it put us immediately in range? Or in rage, I should say. Yeah, and in rage we are invincible. So basically, you can just go to town. Every enemy you kill, I think, bumps up your rage meter a little bit. Might as well get that M. You never know when those are going to come in handy, I guess. Who knows? Maybe we spell out where am I on this one. Probably unlikely, but stranger things have happened. Straight up Mario 1 style. This is our boss. Oh, no, we're on 180. I thought we were on 150. 150 is going to be our boss. Like Pokemon, man. That's how I remember. Okay, we definitely want that heart, but I don't know if we can get it. I totally skipped over the champion. Killed the monkey. Keep moving onwards. I want to get that A. Flashbacks to middle school. Jump over Allegro. Our hedgehog. Well, our old hedgehog. We had a pet hedgehog. We ended up actually selling it, believe it or not. As soon as the stinky... Wow, we got the golden ticket. What does the golden ticket do? I'd never expected to do that. Especially live and especially on the first video. This is kind of impressive, actually. I'm a little bit amazed with myself. I don't know how to fight this guy. I should just get that out of here to begin with. I think he comes down this way. Oh, well, I got crushed immediately. But at least we did some damage. Throw some bombs at him. I've forgotten. I beat this guy once, but I kind of abused the game to make it happen. If that makes any sense at all. Out of magic. The way I abuse the game, as you'll see, is that when we respawn, the boss has exactly the same amount of health as he did when we died. So that was terrible, but it's gonna be better now, because when he comes down, you know, we can just do something like that, do some real damage. Let's put a bomb down here. The thing is, it keeps spawning those assholes. Oh, we killed him with the axes there. Axes, assholes, whatever. Apparently we unlocked the magnet. My guess is that is going to be a passive item, which draws all items to us. So you can see the roguelike elements a little bit here. It's not as roguelike heavy, I think, as a game like Spelunky or Isaac, where the items you get really dictate your success. It seems a little bit more skill-based than that. Which is cool by me. That was a really bad fight against that dude with the shield there. This is a problem. I hate that section. Oh, I didn't even... Those are also the worst. There's a lot of things in this game that I'm going to describe as the worst, but the enemies that just materialize out of thin air are pretty bad. And I am about to lose my shirt here, I think. Which is good for no one. Don't let the skeleton fall down on you. It's my favorite Elton John track. That was also abysmal. Apparently we kill the spikes, though, when we die near them. So let's kill this ram. So far, so good. Blowing through all my projectiles with absolutely no, nothing to show for it. There we go. Can't believe that took me as long as it did. And the frog. The frogs are uncharacteristically difficult, man. That's like true of all games like this, but seriously. At some point, that's gotta stop. Was I in rage there? I think I might have been. Alright, I hate all of those enemies. And the frogs did me in! How is that possible? That was a pretty good run, though. That was probably the best run I've ever had. That is our last continue, by the way. So we're gonna have to start from scratch again. Can't hear the keyboard, that's good. You need the letters to get to leakage. I don't know what that means. Your keyboard sounds fine, doesn't bother me. Keyboard's okay. Hold down to charge a super jump. That's true. That was the longest I've ever played, and second highest score I've ever gotten, but by far the most kills. Can you tell me in the video if you see this? I see this, Scott Ladd. Game audio's fine. Death by monkey. I think he comes down this way, gets crushed. For real. Good. I'm glad the game audio sounds fine. Some people are saying a little loud. That's gonna happen from time to time. We're gonna go back to our main menu quickly. Don't you worry, trivia's coming soon. We're gonna go start, and maybe we'll mix it up, take some different weapons this time. I don't think we earned anything too new. Oh, we got grenades instead of bombs. How do those work? Similar to the bomb, but explodes after it comes to a rest. Sure, let's try that out. And let's go with the whip, and why don't we go with the shurikens as well, which are guaranteed to decapitate. These special ones are. Upgrades. So now we have a new life upgrade, so we're gonna have 8 lives instead of merely 7, which we had before. And in our other section, magnet pulls discarded shurikens towards you. Okay, so not items, but shurikens. And we can change our outfit if we want to. We don't have to be purple, necessarily. Let's start on the Royal Sanctum. Maybe we can get to the final boss. I don't know what I was supposed to do with that golden ticket, but I got the golden ticket, and that's all that matters to me to a certain extent. So all these weapons do behave a little bit differently. This is going to have to be quick, because these guys are jerks. Yeah, every weapon behaves a little bit differently, so you have to compensate for that, for sure. I don't like what's going on here. I was pretty sure I was going to get killed. I think I did lose a life, but we ended up getting some kind of upgrade there anyway, and because I was in rage mode, I didn't get hurt by the spikes, which is incredibly good luck for me until I did get hit by the spikes very slightly later. We're just gonna make sure that oh, that was close. Turned him to ash. You know, I don't like this situation. Can we just throw some grenades down here and then blow up the spikes? Yes, that makes things easier. What does the ghost say? A great challenge awaits you on the 150th floor. Motherfucker, we are below the 150th floor right now. I can't believe I messed up with the whip. It has kind of a weird timing associated with it. So actually, I can 100% believe that I messed up with the whip. It's okay, just watch out for Mr. Thwomp here. Get over, run away. Not doing super well so far. And try not to get burned, or Nicolas Cage is gonna wonder how it happened. That was not good. I'm not sure if the whip can reflect projectiles, like the other items we've been dealing with so far. Or the, nunchucks, at least. I should be using the shurikens more often, but I actually save them for bosses, because I kind of don't know what I'm supposed to do on a lot of these enemies. We can pick up shurikens after we use them. I know that for sure. We're on floor 110. That's not so bad. What's up with this ghost? I was killed by a Giz on Monday, 25th of February at 4:15. Hey, that's us. Let's blow up some of these spikes down here. Give myself a chance at success. Normally, I would have just sacrificed a life there, but I'm trying to make some good progress here. Apparently, that also killed the rams down here. Cool by me. Although I was always a Kurt Warner fan. Skeleton. Just be a little bit patient. It's definitely a game that's, you know, smaller. Can I pull? Yeah, I can pull items towards me. I guess that's one of the big selling points. See that? I know what I'm doing. I know what's up here. It's like smaller than Spelunky or a Binding of Isaac, I would say at least. I didn't get killed by the spikes there because I was in rage mode. It was kind of a weak rage mode, but it got the job done. So it seems like, and you know, don't necessarily quote me on this. Oh, the scorpion gets you when you're standing underneath it. But it's, oh god, never let those monkeys out. Or those ones. It seems like the kind of game you can finish a lot faster than an Isaac or a Spelunky. So, you know, technically, for a lot of people, I haven't actually finished Spelunky at all yet, and I have like 200 hours in that. There's nothing wrong with that necessarily. It's a game that hits some different notes, shall we say. And that's cool, man. Is this guy... I was not going to let him live at all. But yeah, it hits some different notes. It's definitely way more action-focused than any of those games. Which is good, because, you know, we need to have a game like that. Not every game has to be... I mean, Isaac isn't necessarily super slow and methodical, but not every game has to be like that, even if it is a roguelike. I think I can slide through there, or just crouch run, so we're okay. Got another life, which is super important at this point in the game. I got a question mark, which plays into that golden ticket again, I guess. We've got to be getting fairly close. Just throw some shuriken to this guy. Did I... Oh, I hit the spikes and died. That's so silly. I killed myself on the spikes again. I was just trying to see what's in that sweet, like, rose block there. Let's try it again. It's pretty good. Whatever, that spike can stay there. Don't get hit by the fire. We're on floor 50. I think we're gonna at least get to the final boss. And, you know, whether or not there's some kind of, like, mom-type, more difficult boss later, beats me, man. Beats me. Just be cool here. I don't want to deal with this asshole. He's slowing me way down. Oh, well, now we're dead, so we can just run past him. If I go fast enough. Oh, which I didn't. And then I'm going to get killed by him again. This guy is a real ass pain. Okay. That basically killed all the momentum that I had on this run so far. But could still possibly beat the final boss if I get there with a reasonable amount of... Oh, I didn't realize they could turn like tiki traps. You betrayed me. How about this? Okay, I definitely don't want to mess with that guy either. I can deal with these platforms all... Oh, come on. What am I supposed to do there? These guys that follow a specific path and never deviate from it, causing me some serious problems here. I think I can make it out of here alive. The real question is whether or not I'm going to be able to kill the ram afterwards. And yeah, that was kind of close, but it ended up working out. Those monkeys scare the shit out of me. Slowly but surely. I'm trying to get some extra lives now. That was actually really nice. I didn't even see the frog. I thought he was part of the environment. Get out of Piranha Town. No good ever comes in Piranha Town. Okay, better. We're on the 10th floor. We got some new magic. And by new magic, I mean, you know, like an extra magic use. Doesn't matter, because we're gonna be dead soon. No, don't let the scorpion kill me. Thank you for firing so I can get the hell out of here. There we go. So we're on the final boss now. We're gonna have one life to make this work. I was killed by the one-armed ninja Monday, 18th of February. That was last week, I guess, when I started playing this game for the first time. So how are we gonna... Oh, whoops. I know how we can attack this guy. We have to wait until he actually does an ability of his own. With one continue left, we're gonna give this a try. And we'll see if it works. Did I get hit already? I did not. Okay, so you have to wait until he moves, or until he strikes. And then I think you have to hit him with the sword. I guess the shurikens don't do the job. He throws bombs. I messed that up something fierce. There we go. Once he attacked, I managed to do a lot of damage to him, actually. Oh. I thought I would do some more damage to him there. I'm pounding the keys, for God's sakes. That is real bad. I think I might actually lose here, but we'll do one more for sure before I get into doing any trivia. Because these runs are relatively short. Ah, that one I probably could have been okay there. It's gonna be close, actually. I think we have the same amount of health. Probably bodes better for him than it does for me. Just keep it up. Could be okay here. I've got to... Oh, that was bad. I've got to get closer to him is the thing. He's got 2 health. I've got 2 health. Oh, the bomb hit me. If the bomb hadn't hit me, I was sitting pretty, I think. I did it. I did it. I killed him. What happens next? Oh, he's exploding. That's never a good sign. Oh, that's, you know, a much larger and scarier boss. And I don't really know where his weak point is. That is clearly not working. What about... Oh, did the acid kill me? I think I've been killed by a big pool of acid. I guess I should have stood on that platform. Well, that's progress, at the very least. That's not so bad. We're gonna die here. I'm just gonna check Twitter again really quickly to see if we have any new stuff here. You use the letters to get the ticket, which is used to play transdimensional leakage, I should say. I had some transdimensional leakage recently, but I went to the doctor. Let's go, let's visit the lodge quickly. And, what did we unlock here? Something like a baseball or something. The ricochet of litigious possibilities bounces off the floor, ceiling, and walls until it hits an enemy or expires. We're obviously gonna try that out. And we're gonna play, I'm gonna get a glass of water here. Then we're gonna play one more game, and then I am going to start doing some Twitter giveaways. So in preparation for that, the way it's gonna work, I have 8 questions on cue cards. You might be able to hear the paper here. Eventually I will get a webcam and we'll be doing this live on camera, I promise. But I'm gonna be giving away copies of Bleed, copies of Super House of Dead Ninjas, maybe some copies of Dungeon Land as well, depending on how, I don't know, how many giveaways I want to do, basically. I'm trying to do these giveaways a lot more often with this stuff, because in a certain way I'm kind of restricted from doing giveaways on YouTube, but I can do them in live streaming, and I can get all these codes kind of randomly as well, so, or from the developers by asking, like I did today. So yeah, if you want your chance to win this game that I've been playing, I think it's a lot of fun, or Bleed, which has a video up on the channel that just went up today. It's kind of like a Metal Slug meets Mega Man meets Kill Bill kind of game. I really like that game as well. Stay tuned, we're going to be doing some trivia later. I will ask the question, and then I will immediately go to my Twitter feed, and the first person who gives me the correct answer on Twitter is going to win the copies. So if you haven't followed me yet, make sure to follow me. Twitter.com/NorthernLionLP, the letters LP. You need to follow me because I'm going to DM you your code. And if you don't follow me, I can't DM you. Make sure if you win, check your effing DMs, man. I've got so many codes just sitting dormant in people's inboxes, and it's not necessarily their fault. Twitter's bad about teaching people. In any case, I'm going to shut up for a second, get a glass of water, come back, play one more game with the ricochet of litigious possibilities, then we're going to jump into my ninja trivia. All the questions are ninja themed. I'll be back in a second. But you can still hear me. All right, I am indeed back. I'm just gonna quickly check. I mean, I'm using like the Twitter feed instead of the in-YouTube chat because the in-YouTube chat is so bad. That's why everyone's going like Twitter feeds. What up with that? But it's the easiest way to give things away. I try to give things away on Facebook, but when you send a giveaway on Facebook, it goes into like this other part of the inbox that most people don't know. So oftentimes that doesn't work out very well for me. Anyway, before we start checking out the new stuff, let's just try to jump in again. Wait, oh, and wait, the golden ticket's right there. Maybe we should just jump in here. I don't know what this is gonna do, but let's try it, man. I didn't expect to get this golden ticket yet. I assume, oh, enemies are gonna be a little different here. I can't do any attacking. Oh, because I'm hitting the A button instead of the Z key. That's okay. Kind of finding it difficult to tell what's an enemy and what's a part of the landscape here. But I think that's part of the fun. It's intended to be part of the fun anyway. Whether it is part of the fun or not remains to be seen. Let's, what's wrong with you, man? Oh, God! You are an angry wizard. Let's check out, how this ricochet works. That seems pretty cool. People were saying it's insanely OP. You know what? I'm okay with that. I can kind of use that as we enter our coffee bean-shaped world here. This looks like an ugly-ass, like, ColecoVision or Atari 2600 game, and I am totally into that, if that is, like, a deliberate style choice. It looks ugly, but it looks ugly in a very pleasing way, shall we say. Let's continue making our way down here. Obviously, these enemies are being total pains in the dicks. That's okay. How long? Oh my god, we can just see fractions, man. It's like playing Frog Fractions all over again. What is this? Is a man, is Goatsy on the level? Oh, well, that thing just shoots a laser beam. I've seen those before. There's no excuse for me dying there. That guy's an asshole. It's okay. So far, so good. That was a little close for comfort. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. It's okay, let's come through here. Can I make this jump? You can't make that jump. Real question, actually. Whoop, there we go. I'm gonna toss another grenade in there. This one should be easier. And indeed it was. That was pretty good, actually. Let's keep making our way downwards. We gotta break through this wood. I don't like anything about that. Just ran through that as fast as I could. Whoa! I picked up a skull, and in doing so, I think I summoned the ghosts after us. It does have, again, like a Spelunky-style mechanic, where when time gets down to 0, angry dudes start chasing you around. Kind of like, I guess, 99 levels to hell as well. That was a weird kind of matrix of enemies, and I managed to get around them. I thought I could actually deflect that. That's why I just stood there and took it like a man. So we'll go with yes here, and we'll try to continue. And as soon as we finish this one, I'll go to some Twitter questions. Or my ninja questions. And they're framed in kind of like a Jeopardy style. I gotta warn you, the questions are not like, what is blah blah? They're a little bit of the brain teasers themselves. Not maybe brain teasers is maybe not the right course of action. We got the monkey bone, which means monkeys won't attack us anymore. One complaint I do have about the game is that I think sometimes the interface makes things a little bit confusing. Like for me, it can be difficult. I guess those mushrooms shoot out spores when they die. Man, I'm getting my ass kicked. But sometimes it can be difficult to tell. Like I get items. The items are doing some good for me. I just don't. God, it's a fried chicken level. And hamburgers, of course. Wow, that was amazing. But yeah, like I get items, but I don't necessarily know exactly what they do because everything moves so quickly. If it could be almost like displayed in an old man-sized font, I would be very happy. So, we got another boss here, the Skulking Reptile. I expect to basically just get my ass handed to me here. Those were some sweet baseballs, though. It's like playing Sting Chameleon in Mega Man X. I might actually beat this. Oh my god, I beat him easily. These baseballs are real good. Let's move onwards, shall we? I'm excited. This is by far, this is progress, man. This is more than I did in all of my Super House of Dead Ninjas plays before the stream. Oh, yes, I agree, you fool. Stop picking up the skulls, you ding-dong. I expected to do real badly, actually, considering that, you know, I'm jumping into this game, having not played it in quite some time. There was the super jump, by the way, that you saw. But it's working out okay for me so far. Probably shouldn't have messed with that guy. But I can't resist. Oh, I almost fell into danger's way. It's going pretty well, though. I'm pleased with myself. Should I be? I don't know. I'm always a little bit easily impressed by myself. Oh, that's a wood door. That was the dirtiest trick that the game could have possibly pulled on me right there. Northern Lion doesn't have the gun yet. It's true, I do not have the gun yet. That's how far behind I am on the YouTube chat. That was probably from like 20 minutes ago. Anyway, we are closing in on our final attempt here. We have 9 lives left. In true Binding of Isaac fashion, I've already lost 2 of them in the time it took me to say all that. But if we get to another boss, you know, the world's greatest baseballs may actually save our lives. Who knows? Angry piranhas that jump out of the water. I hate that trap door, but we're okay. And jump over that. Again, we're on the Super Mario World Castle 1 mirrored section here. Easy. Take our treasure. Ah, there was an extra life there that I missed. I don't want the points, man. I want the extra life. There's a parachute in there. I can get that if I use magic. But is it worth a magic to do it? That was super weird, by the way. I don't think so. Is the answer to that question? Oh, come on. Fucking Ezio Auditore hiding in the shadows. Alright, well, I don't want to F with any of these guys. Yeah, that big angry T-Rex skeleton worries me a great deal. Skeleton himself, kind of an asshole. And we're getting to the point where even if I get to the boss, I don't think I'm going to have much of a chance to actually defeat him with the amount of health or lives. Oh, come on, T-Rex, man! You're being kind of a jerkwad about this whole thing, I gotta say. T-Rex! What is your problem? You are one of my favorites of all of the dinosaurs. Monkey Bone! Okay, we're still alive. We drop through there. Oh, Angry T-Rex head is gonna try to end our lives, but suck on that, Angry T-Rex. I didn't let you kill me. I got killed by something else instead. So, how am I gonna do this? We're gonna start with the Twitter questions now. So now is the time to be giving games away. I think I'm gonna start giving away Super House of the Dead Ninja codes, and then we'll move on to Bleed after that. So first things first, I'm just gonna switch to my other overlay here for a second. Stick around, you could have a chance to win a game here. Just make sure, again, if you're gonna answer questions, you have to follow me. It's not because Herb Derp, I wanna build a huge social media following, that helps, but it's also because I can't DM you if you don't follow me. That's the integral part of this. 1 second here. About to be giving away Bleed and Super House of Dead Ninja codes live on stream Twitter. Tune in to find out how to win. Alright, so I'm going to put out the call there. Oh, it's too long. Just take live out of it. Alright, so that has been tweeted now. Got some new interactions. Man, you should really use spin attack. That's a good idea. Hi, Northern Lion. Hello, Pickle Wiggles. I will do like an Ask Me Anything on Twitter later, like I often do. So let's get XSplit back up here. And I'm gonna add... I don't want to be overheard, like, I don't want the game to actually be over top of me, like over top of my voice. So what I'm actually gonna do quickly is just turn off the music, and then I'm gonna bring that in here so this is not totally boring. So 1 second, I'm gonna add in a screen region, like so, and we're gonna do it like this. So put trivia time on top of it, and then the screen region. Oh, you know what? We can't do that. So we're just gonna have this up on the screen for now. Not the most engaging content, potentially. But the way this is gonna work, here's the rules, MFers. I've got all these questions written on cue cards in front of me. I'm gonna be pretty lenient with the answers. Not all these questions are difficult. But the first person to answer the question after I read it on Twitter, I hope you guys trust me enough to not need me to put my Twitter feed up here. Although, you know, maybe that would be a smart idea. We can make like trivia time a little smaller, and then add a screen region. Like so, and then, you know, just like, boom. You are going to see XSplit, so I'll just move that slightly out of the way. Alright, I don't know how this is going to work. Sometimes it can make Twitter look real bad. I'm just going to check up on my own stream to see how this looks at this point. Because I want you guys to trust me. But at the same time, I think it makes sense for you to be able to see what's going on. You guys can't really see that. It looks, quality's pretty bad. So what I'm going to do here is change that screen region, add a new screen region, and we're just going to put it like so. And then stretch it out big time. Thanks for favoriting my tweet, by the way, Alf. That's going to look way better. But we'll make it a little bit smaller. Like that. And then we'll put trivia time up here. And we might want to stretch that bad boy out a little bit. Yeah, like that. That looks pretty good. I'm alright with that. And we'll move this over to the center. Okay. Are you guys ready for Twitter trivia time? It's what a weird kind of thing to be doing, but I'm happy we're doing it regardless. Okay, question 1. This is going to be for a copy of Super House of Dead Ninjas, and I am going to write your Twitter name down and DM you after the stream is over. So you're not going to get your code right away. You're going to get it when the stream ends. Question number 1. After seeing this film he starred in, remember, these are all ninja themed. After seeing this film he starred in, Chris Farley reportedly hated it so much he cried on his producer's shoulder. What film that he starred in did Chris Farley hate so much that immediately after seeing it, he burst into tears? I am waiting on Twitter answers now. I just want to make sure that my screen region actually makes sense here. Still waiting. I think this is not a super difficult one. Probably have some interactions now would be my guess. Let's load that up. No interactions yet? What's going on with that? You don't have to answer what is, man. Whoa, there's a lot of answers. Okay. You don't. Nobody has to say what is. Please tell me. Okay, it wasn't Josh. Man, that is a lot of answers. Okay. I'm not sure if XSplit is lined up with it right now. It's not Aaron Brown. I'm sorry. It's the one just below it. It's actually Alex May at the Juice Weasel. Don't harass him. You can't see it. Let me pull that down here. This is going to need to get a little bit better. Beverly Hills Ninja. That's the first one. Congratulations, Alex May. You're going to be getting a Steam code for Super House of Dead Ninjas. The Juice Weasel. All right. Weasel spelled correctly. Cool. I'm just going to adjust my screen region here. Get ready to see some weird stuff potentially. XSplit over here. One second. I'm going to change screen region again. It's not the most professional stream anyone's ever done, but, you know, this is also like the first stream I've ever done where I'm trying to be a little bit more, you know, provide some variety content, if you will. So let's put this over here, like so. All right, I think that looks pretty good, if you ask me. No one is asking me. So there's the first copy of Super House of Dead Ninjas gone. The answer to the question, in case you didn't hear, the question itself was, Chris Farley starred in this movie and reportedly hated it so much when he first saw it that he cried on his producer's shoulder. Ninja themed trivia, that was indeed Beverly Hills Ninja. This is not set up properly, but whatever. It'll do. Question 2. Everyone ready for question 2? For a copy of Super House of Dead Ninjas, this actress, famous for her role in a certain Michael Bay franchise, is reported to be playing April O'Neil in Michael Bay's very own Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reboot. So which actress is rumored to be playing April O'Neil in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Michael Bay's reboot? We'll see here as I refresh the page and look for some interactions. Wow, there's a lot of good answers here. Looks like Matter Channel actually is going to be correct here with Megan Fox. I don't think I have anything before that. Now just a bunch of people like Matter Channel himself yelling about Josh not getting the codes. Josh almost got one as well. But yes, indeed, that is going to be Megan Fox, so Matter Channel. Is that the second time you've won a Super House of Dead Ninjas code from me? Whatever, man. Take it and give it away on your own YouTube channel. It's out of my hands now. What do we have here? Yeah, lots of Megan Fox answers. It's true. I cannot tell a lie. That's going to be question 2 of our 8 ninja questions. This one is going to be easy. I promise you that. So get ready for question 3. If you're just joining us, you want to win a copy of Bleed or Super House of Dead Ninjas. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/NorthernLionLP. First person to give me the correct answer to the question wins the code. You have to follow me, not because I'm a social media scumbag, but because I have to be able to DM you, and if you're not following me, I can't DM you. It's the easiest thing in the world. Anyway, apparently this is the 3rd code that Matter Channel has won for me for the same game, so feel free to direct your angry tweets at him. Question 3. Half-Brick Studios made Jetpack Joyride, but they are perhaps most famous for this produce-themed mobile/Connect game. And remember, these are all ninja-themed. So for a Super House of the Dead Ninja code... Oh, wow, that was fast. Oh, no, we don't have... I thought those were answers, but they're not. Yeah, what game did Half-Brick Studios make? Produce-themed, ninja-themed. Shouldn't be too difficult, I think. Probably by now we already have some answers. We got some of these are fairly... Oh, wait. Lots of answers. Good lord. Okay, so it's Megan Fox. Looks like Matthew Fletcher. You can't see it yet. Let me bring it up here. Matthew Fletcher is the first person to say Fruit Ninja. What it matters. Congratulations, Matthew Fletcher, on your new game, which I'll be DMing you once we're over. We got 2 codes for Super House of Dead Ninjas left. Then we're going to start giving away codes for Bleed instead. Both very good games, both kind of similar games, too. Jacob Sugarman, tough luck, man. You were literally 1 second behind. That's gotta suck. In any case, lots of new interactions here. We'll clear those out. Question 4. Question 3, answer Fruit Ninja. Half-Brick Studios made Fruit Ninja. 4. Oh god, this is the one where I made these questions thinking it would be Josh and Nick, like Rock Lee Smile and J. Smith OTI. If it's just Josh and Nick, nobody's gonna call me on my shit. The question is, are you guys gonna call me on my shit? In any case, question 4. Ninja Gaiden's protagonist Ryu Hayabusa also appears in this Tecmo fighting game series. Just the series, it doesn't have to be the specific game. And I believe there's only one answer to this question. What fighting game series does Ryu Hayabusa also appear in? Looks like we have an answer already. That was really quick. You guys can't see it. I need some more people to tweet me so I can give Matthew Swagger the credit that he deserves. Which is way down here. Wow. There are a lot of answers to this already. There he is, Matthew Swagger. He was the first one. Before that, we just had Tom and J. Smith OTI derping back and forth. In any case, congratulations, Matthew Swagger. Hi, me, D. Fishboy. Hi, me. Just want to make sure I got this written down properly so that I can DM you later. D. Fishboy. Congratulations on your copy of Super House of the Dead Ninjas. 4 ninja questions remaining. All is not lost. Don't worry about that. And I might be giving out some more codes regardless anyway. But for now, question number 5. I got a whole new cue card here. This is the last copy of Super House of the Dead Ninjas. After that, I'm going to be giving out copies of Bleed. This is a little bit of a tricky one. Expecting kind of a slower trickle in here. Okay, you ready? Klei Entertainment is, of course, famous for making Mark of the Ninja. However, many may not know they also played a part in porting this difficult ninja-themed platformer to Xbox Live Arcade in 2008. So what game did Klei Entertainment help port, I should say. They didn't do the whole dev. But what did they help port to Xbox Live Arcade in 2008? Ninja-themed, of course. We have some correct answers already. Actually, we only have one correct answer already. And that is from James Katzaman here. That is N+ indeed. N+ was a Klei Entertainment joint, believe it or not. Right after Eats, they did that. So I'm going to Namaztak. Alright, so that is all of the Super House of Dead Ninja codes spoken for. but we do have bleed codes that are going to be going out now. So let me switch over to my remaining questions. I know people are saying get some easier questions. These are hard questions, man. There's like 1,000 people watching the stream. Oh, you are going to hate him. You're going to hate James Katzaman. Complete shot in the dark on that one. Hooray. Anyway. Yeah, so I have bleed codes to be giving out now, and we have 3 more questions to go. So, let's start with question 6. Chuck Norris allegedly turned down the role of immoral dojo leader John Kreese in this classic 80s martial arts film. Which classic 80s martial arts movie did Chuck Norris turn down the role of the immoral, evil dojo leader? This one probably shouldn't be too difficult. Someone's saying, Johnny's saying, Googling answers doesn't work. It's true, man. These people are too fast. I'm not letting you guys 1 versus 100 me here. Lots of answers already. Lots of good answers. First good answers from fucking Matthew Swagger, man. He did it again. Ryan Carter said it was Civ 5. But, yeah, Matthew Swagger is going to pick up a second... you know, I can't do... I'm sorry, Matthew. I'm going to give it to the second person. Just to spread it around a little bit. Which is Alex May, who already won a code. This doesn't seem fair. Okay, who's next after that? Adam Midget. Okay, that's fair. Adam Midget, I'm going to give... It is the Karate Kid, technically. But that's fine. So you are going to get one. Adam Midget. I apologize, Matthew Swagger, for skipping you over, but I want to spread the love around a little bit. So there's only 2 questions left when it comes to who is going to get these bleed codes, but I will give out some more codes, maybe as we're playing Blood Money, which we will be doing fairly quickly. Might play one more game of Super House of Dead Ninjas while we're here. Question 7. Second last question, I should say. I just want to make sure my Twitter feed is totally refreshed here. The stream delay is fucking people over. Some people have less delay than others. There's no perfect way to do a giveaway is the thing. I'm just spreading the love right now, basically. I understand that it might not be totally fair for everybody, but, you know, at least participate if you're interested. Maybe you have a chance at it. If there's a better way to do giveaways, email me later. I can't interrupt midstream, man. Better question is, why does Chuck Norris turn down roles? Good question. Slice Smoke 14. Okay, question 7. South Korean pop star Rain starred in this 2009 ninja-themed American action movie. Remember, it was not really a big deal, and the movie wasn't really all that good either, but people were sort of into it because it was a non-American in the role. I don't know. Ryan Carter, I'm going to have to block you on Twitter, man. In the meantime, though, we actually do have the correct answer here from Erasmus Joe Trail. I actually just kind of need more tweets to load in my feed to be able to put that up on screen. Where is he at here? There he is. So that's our first answer. That is correct. Ninja Assassin is indeed the correct answer. The movie that Rain starred in. American action movie in 2009. Alright, so I got one more copy of Bleed. Well, I got more copies of Bleed, but I got one more question to give out a copy of Bleed right now. Is everybody ready? Just make sure everybody's seen this for now so I can get my Twitter feed cleared out a little bit. Ryan Carter, I hate to do this, man. I get that you want me to play Civ 5. I gotta block you. You're just constantly tweeting me. It's crazy. Every 5 seconds, some Twitter. Let's play Civ 5. I'm a Civ 5 fan, man. I'm not gonna play it on stream right now, though. It's just obnoxious. Final question, as I hit enter here to refresh my Twitter page. Make sure we're on the same page here. Okay, last question. The network formerly known as G4 was famous for marathons of this zany obstacle course ninja-themed reality TV show. What is the reality TV show with the obstacle courses that G4 was famous for running? And I will refresh Twitter. I assume we have some answers. Lots of people saying MXC. Not necessarily wrong. But what I was looking for was actually what James Morgan said here. American Ninja Warrior. I think it might have just been called Ninja Warrior, but, you know, there is a Japanese version as well. So I'm going to give it to you. That is going to be the last bleed code that I'm going to be giving out for questions here. To Brack the Man. Thanks, everybody, for playing along. That is all the ninja questions that I've got, and we're going to be giving out more codes in the future. I have at least 2 more bleed codes that I might as well give out on stream, and I'll give those out a little bit closer to the end. Maybe we'll save the Dungeon Land codes for next stream, which will probably be a little bit later this week. In any case, I'm going to take a very, very quick break, and by quick, I mean literally like 30 seconds to a minute. Then we are going to load into Hitman Blood Money, and we're going to round out the stream with about an hour of that, I suppose. So I will be back in under a minute, I assume, with some water and with a freshly empty bladder. And I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright, I am indeed back. Let's switch XSplit back over here where it belongs. Get Super House of the Dead Ninjas back on the screen. Oh, like so. It's pretty good. It's not really centered. Maybe that looks a little bit better. And we'll move the overlay over a little bit as well. But we're going to have to work with all this stuff again in a second anyway. But just wanted to say, I think I would be remiss if I didn't mention Super House of the Dead Ninjas. Now available on Steam for $7, but there is also a free version available on Adult Swim, probably adultswim.com. But in any case, I really like it a lot. It is kind of like, easiest way to describe it is like an action-packed, spelunky, roguelike type descending platformer. But in any case, we're going to load into Hitman Blood Money now. But I definitely encourage you guys to check that out. Or, check out adultswim.com and play the free version before you buy, if you will. But for now, I'm just going to switch to my other overlay, which says the stream will be starting shortly. And I'm going to boot up Hitman Blood Money here. And you guys are going to have to tell me where the audio is going to go in terms of how good it is or how terrible it is. And then maybe once I finish with Blood Money, we'll do some Ask Me Anythings on Twitter, which is something that I enjoy doing a great deal because I can answer a lot of questions in very quick succession. In any case, I'm just going to tweet that we are moving on to Blood Money. All right, that is now tweeted. 505 new interactions on Twitter. Oh my god. In any case, somebody just threatened to kill me. Well, fuck you. I made this Twitter for you, and now it shall be deceased. Expect a man with a knife when you go to sleep. I'm sorry, man. I mean, not everybody can win the copies, but you don't have to stab me in my sleep as a result of that. Good lord. Alright, so I'm booting up Blood Money right now. Steam version kind of runs in a weird resolution. Hopefully it's actually going to work for us. Play Hitman Blood Money. It's loading in a window. That's good news. And I'm going to need you guys to tell me what the audio's like on this. And I'm going to need the Alt-Tab out of the game for a second here and set up my screen region. So let's get Scene 1 going again. We'll turn off that. Keep that overlay up. And if I could tab into XSplit, well, there we go. Add screen region. And I'm not sure. Here's the thing. I think it's going to run fine like this. Let's crank that up here. There's black bars on the top of this for whatever reason. Let's click back into this here. Yeah, there's black bars on the top, and I think that's just the resolution that the game natively runs in, which is super weird. But in any case, we're going to be playing Hitman Blood Money from the get-go here. The thing is, I don't know that this is going to actually... You know what I have to do? I'm going to put some my overlay back up over top. I don't know if this actually recognizes the Xbox 360 controller, which is bad for me because I've been running Blood Money with the Xbox 360 controller on the original Xbox. You know what? That looks a little distracting to me. But whatever. We'll keep it where it is. So I don't know if the PC interface is going to be, you know, worth it for me. Or, well, I mean, it's going to be worth it. We're going to try it. Also, I can't really hear any of the audio, which I did not originally anticipate. So, how is this going to work? I don't know. Maybe you don't even need to hear the audio to be good at Hitman, right? No, you totally do. Alright, so we're going to load into Northern Lion here. I have not even played the tutorial in this game yet. I just want to see if there's the options to control it with the, doesn't appear so. Alright, well, we're playing through the tutorial anyway, so hopefully it's okay. I need you guys to tweet me really quick. Tell me how the audio sounds, if you guys can hear anything going on with this dude in his wheelchair. Let's see. I guess it's not really a wheelchair. No controller support. Sound is okay. The audio is fabulous. Sweet. Jay Smith is in the YouTube comments, of course. Audio's good. Audio's good. Audio's good. That sounds good to me. Beautiful. So let's get started. Again, I'm not going to be able to hear anything unless... One second. I'm going to plug... It's going to be super loud for me, but I'm going to plug the headphones in. And maybe I'll be able to hear some stuff. Although it's really loud. Like, really, really loud. So I'm actually just gonna put that over there. I'm using my headphones almost as like miniature speakers here. So you might hear a little doubling. This can be good for the headphones. But in any case, we're gonna get started here. We're gonna play on normal, which is what I've been playing on everything so far. And I guess we will just let this cutscene run. And I'm just gonna sit here and talk shit about it. Let me know if the audio is still okay, by the way. I bet that audio doubling kind of sounds super annoying, right? Maybe I'll just disconnect that instead. We'll see, though. Bad day at the roller coasters. Ride the cyclone. Sounds fine. Looks and sounds good. Could be a little louder, I think. Some lady's singing. Sounds pretty good. Turn it down, then. I can't turn it down, man, because it turns it down for all of you guys as well. That's the problem that we've got going on here. So we're getting introduced... the Los Angeles Gazette to our tutorial hit, basically. These first bosses, well, not really bosses, I guess, but these first hits that we have should be pretty darn easy. Especially, like, the tutorial one, which we're doing right now. I don't really understand the, is this video? This video looks a little weird, right? Like, it's totally cut off on the right side. One second. I can fix that. I promise you. Yeah. There we go. That looks better. And we'll just put that down here, like so. And let me know again if that works. You guys said you can't hear any audio doubling, so I'm going to plug it back in just so I can hear a little bit. Apologies again for working around with my audio this time, but this is the first time I've tried to do a stream as ambitious as this. I'm not saying this is a crazy ambitious stream or anything like that. But it is a little bit of a departure for me, shall I say. Don't hear audio doubling. That's good news for me. Cool beans. So basically, this first mission is going to be me just getting used to the interface. It sucks that there's no controller support, but I mean, this game did come out in 2006, so, you know, it's been a while. And there are no black bars anymore, which is cool. I guess that's just for the cutscenes for whatever reason. Probably because the game originally was meant to run in, like, 4x3. But now it's running in, not 4x3. 16:9, that's it. In any case, we are about to get started here. I think this might actually look better than the HD remastered edition that is on the 360, believe it or not. I don't know why that would be. You know, I've already done the training stuff. That's okay. That's cool. Yeah, our gun. Compass is in the top right. Headlines will offer suggestions on what to do next. Exclamation mark appears every time new information is presented. Okay. Okay, well, tell me what the run key is. That's the thing. It's probably shift, I'm assuming. Wow, this looks a lot better than the 360 version. Shift is indeed the run key. Okay. That's surprising to me, because I kind of thought the 360 version would be remastered for the re-release, but I guess not.
Welcome to the
That's super... It's a little crazy to me that this actually looks pretty damn good on PC compared to what it does on the 360. 360 version looks a little bit blown out. I mean, I'm looking at it on the stream right now, and it doesn't look that quality, but that's to be expected. So we're gonna punch this dude's face. This whole... the game's very sandboxy, but we're gonna not have to deal with much of the sandbox stuff for the first mission here. So in the meantime, I'm gonna hang out in the YouTube chat. What's going on, everybody? Is the guard indeed coming over? Hello, Guardy. There he is, finally. Maybe they were saying something I didn't hear until now. Oh, it was probably he was getting briefed. My bad.
I'm here to see Joseph Clarence.
Never heard of
Mr. Swing King.
Oh, that sorry ass dickhead. What the fuck they call you?
Names are for friends, so I don't need one.
Alright, so that guy got effed up. I think that's good news for everybody involved. Actually, I'm looking at it at 720p. It doesn't look that bad. 480p looks pretty bad, but I mean, you know, that's 480p, isn't it? So, I wish I could just stop the... There we go, stop the feed. Okay, check photo in inventory. This is the hard part. Tab, I, escape, no. I can look at the controls quickly, though. Keyboard configuration. Inventory. Am I missing something here? Shift is run. R is reload weapon. What's our inventory? Oh, scroll down. Sneak is control. Drop or throw is G. Inventory. Right mouse button. That's a weird one. Maybe not for 2006. Let's get back into resume game here. Alright. Right mouse button brings up your inventory. That's a little strange. And then the arrow keys are gonna go around. Okay, so we can pick up this photo. Photo of a young boy! Really, Agent 47. I never would have pegged you for the type. Now, I'm assuming E is gonna, yeah, open the door here. Control is gonna allow us to sneak. Now, I think they're talking this entire time. But I'm just gonna pretend that they're not. So what I do here is pick up the coin. Oh, you can just scroll with the mouse button. That's ideal. Open the door. Actually, I don't even need to open the door. I guess I can just throw the coin out this way. And this will distract them. Coin is a pretty important part of this game. Then we'll just walk on by, as if nobody's the wiser. Run into this theater, and I believe we're going to do our first stealth kill, actually. So in order to do so, I'm going to need to pull out the fiber wire. And then we're going to sneak up behind this dog. And we'll kill him. I'm terrible with the fiber wire. I very oftentimes mess up when using it on the 360 version, so I'm hoping it's a little bit more elegant on the PC version, perhaps. The game looks a lot better. I can't get over that. I mean, it's not the difference between a game in 2013 and a game in... yeah, we'll take the gun, of course. And a game in 2006, but it is the difference between space again. Maybe we'll put it in the holster. Let's just check out the keyboard controls quickly to figure out how to holster it. This game doesn't hold your hand too much. In this mission it does, but later on it won't. How do we holster our weapon? Maybe we just hold one or press 1. That would be my guess. Drop, throw, action, map, menu down. All right, I'm assuming we're just gonna press 1 because it's a pistol. Let's go back. There we go. 1. Yeah, it's gonna work. All right. And we will now climb up the red trellis. So, show 73 new comments. Thanks, YouTube, just in time. Oh, I'm not even hitting update automatically. That's why YouTube is being all funky. So next time, I will absolutely hit update automatically. So I should probably put my fiber wire away as well, but I can't quite remember how to do that, so instead we're just going to do that. And he didn't do anything. Is that a 2? It is 2. No, 2 is the gun. Then hit 2 again and put it away. 0. E. Okay, we're gonna be a little bit suspect here, I guess. I would say. Well, that's okay. I think we get the sniper rifle here. Still a little bit confused about the controls and inventory management and stuff like that. If you guys know by default what the PC control is, yeah, sure, we'll take the shotgun. If you guys know by default what the PC control is, I would love to know. Now, this is gonna be weird because right mouse button is not actually gonna be like zoom in. It's gonna be take out the inventory. So we'll just blow those guys away and dispose of their bodies. Might as well reload while we're here. Again, we're just learning some tutorials now. So let us drag this body like so, and we will drop this in here like so. Really good physics in this game, like really, really funny physics, I've got to admit. And then we'll drag this guy over here. Also really funny voice work sometimes, as you will see. But in the meantime, we will just drop Gangstar in the Spring Valley poop rental? It's got a, like, pump rental or something, right? And I actually am gonna, whatever, we'll just get in the kitchen. Oh, we are getting the closet. We can take the kitchen knife and actually use that to kill this guy, though. So let's just, oh, he's here. I want to just throw the knife at him from here. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that, though. Instead, let's exit. G, right in his fucking face. Don't take the money, you sick bastard. Alright, that's a creative kill, and a fun one nonetheless. So I think we should take the clothes, we'll pick up his key card, and then move onwards. Whenever I play this game, I like to get creative with the kills. I guess throwing a knife into his face isn't necessarily the most creative. But, you know, I'm just doing what I can with what I've got. So we'll go over and open the door with the key card here. PC controls are fine, you know. I normally prefer 360 controller for third-person action games. Most people do, I feel. But, you know, seems to be controlling fine. Let's make our way past here. I believe this man utters some utterly offensive racial slurs as we get close to him. But as we walk here, I am going to check Twitter to see if... Oh, can you turn on subtitles? That is a great idea. Chat is saying right-click is inventory. That is true. Twitter upgrades a little slowly. Is that in sound? No. I guess it would be in graphics then. Subtitles. All right, that was a very good idea. Thank you very much. I could turn off the blood too. Turn this into a PG-13, or I guess a G-rated stream if I wanted to. Place gun in green crate. Sure, I will do that. E, place SLP-40 pistol. Pick up the green crate, which is the space bar. All right. And we'll make our way through here. So we're putting the gun in the baking soda, and this guy's never gonna know. I hope. Enter the control room. Don't mind if I do. Things are gonna get more exciting very soon, by the way. Subtitles are not on right now. I guess they will be on for the next mission. Or maybe they're only on during cutscenes.
Alright, you cool.
I hope, anyway. Someone just told me the Karate Kid. Oh, you can holster by pressing Q. Good idea. Someone answered the Karate Kid question just now. Oh, it was Alex. A little late.
I can get the money, sweetie. It's as good as mine already. Mr. Spook's got it. We'll open
I thought it said Mr. Spock, and I was super pumped.
No, just a few more days. You gotta believe me. Don't say that, sunshine. Mr. Spook's gonna come through, baby. He's good for the money.
Of course he's good for the money. He's highly logical.
You gotta give me one more chance. You gotta. Baby cakes? Sunshine? Hello?
The other problem with this dude, you know, not just that he's about to be killed. Look at that face, man. Only a mother could love it. Alright, so we're gonna put down our crate. But bam, we're almost done the tutorial mission. Retrieve the gun. I can do that. And then Q is put it away? Q doesn't seem to be... Oh, I've got it behind my back. That's a start. Fiber wire the guard below. Okay, not a problem. Right click. Fiber wire. Strangle him like so. We get a cool animation of us. He's got to be pretty dang strong to pull that guy up through the hole there. Right click is holster? Maybe just straight up right click will put the weapon away? Nice, okay. So it's not Q, but it is right click. So you guys were correct. You probably said that earlier. Alright, we're going to disable the power box here, and whenever I've done this mission on the 360, these two ladies who were making, like, heroin just ran into each other and died right here. Is that a scripted event?
What the fuck was that?
It is indeed. Game design. So we're going to be pretty fine to just kind of walk through the factory here, I feel. There's a bathroom, but we don't necessarily want to go to that one. When we can go to this one instead. It is under this light, but nobody can see us regardless, so let's just open our door and come through here. I think we have to murder a bunch of people. Use gangster as human shield. Okay. Yeah, we have to murder a bunch of people right after this. So first things first, what's the human shield button? I guess I probably have to take out a gun first. Like so. And then human shield with E. There we go. It's a pretty messy room. I would really like to pick up this other gun. I can't. Like a pretty gross setup. I bet it smells real bad in this poker room. Just one easy shot, two easy shots. That guy's not dead. Neither is that guy, actually. Shot him right through the dick. He died exactly the way I would expect you to. And we'll knock this dude out. Is there anything in here that we might want? Maybe new guns. Whatever. We'll stick with the ones we've got. And the music's getting crazy loud as we are going to climb this ladder. I think we have some sniping to do next. And I'm interested to see how they implement right-click here. Might as well put our gun away. I never use rifles.
It's been a while
I'll let them
now,
talk.
Scoop, and I was just wondering where we were on the whole money thing.
Were you?
Yeah, see, the thing is, if you remember, you know what we agreed to was it'd just be a short while and you'd pay in cash and...
It's like a big statue of the devil behind him. That's like the most, like, self-aware evil man I've ever come across in my entire life.
You know, maybe you could just pay what we agreed on, even though you've been here for, heck, more than twice as long as we agreed to. But just pay the original amount and move on. Not right away necessarily, but, you know, I'd appreciate it.
No.
Just a statue, man. Get over it. It's not like you're losing your life or anything. Oh, wait. Scientist who looks kind of like me is coming to kill you. Only I'm way more buffed than this. Unpack the sniper rifle. Okay. Can I just do that with the G key? No? Probably right click, I guess, huh? Right click seems to be... Oh, well. Seems to be the go-to. E? Q? Right click, rifle suitcase. There we go. So we just had to go to our inventory. Alright, now we gotta snipe some fools. I'm really bad at this part. How do we zoom in is the real question. Not right click. I'm gonna check out our control settings quickly. Again, if this game had controller support, I wouldn't have to do this, but it's been a while. Fire, left mouse button. Equip binoculars, that's not it. Sneak. Zoom in, mouse wheel up. Okay. So I guess we have to left click first and then zoom in. I don't want to accidentally shoot somebody, though. That didn't work. Middle mouse button. Drop the dragon off. That doesn't seem like a smart idea. No, let's pick that up again. Right click, of course, does not work. Left click does not work. Help me! Q, R, T. I'm going to go back into the settings. Again, tweet me if you know. Bark twice if you're in Milwaukee. Simplify strangle, yes. Oh, scope view X. Alright. I missed it the first time. Totally my bad. So back, X. Scope view X. Oh, Lord. What is wrong? Update automatically, YouTube chat. Please turn sound up. Too spooky. It's right click again. Oh, I had it at my side. That's so silly. Okay, thank you guys. It's been a while since I played a game like this. Let's zoom in. This guy's effed. Sucks for him. This guy is about to be effed over here. This guy's kind of hard to see sometimes. Not this time, though. Apparently he didn't notice me kill his friend. So we'll just kill him, and then there's one, like, immediately outside, like, down here. Ooh, oh, he's spooked now. Quite frankly, I don't blame you. X to aim seems really weird. That was a nice shot, though. And that will be the end of this section, so now we can just get outside, and I can drop this sniper rifle. I don't really want to carry it with us, to be honest with you. Good mission so far. Again, thank you guys for helping me out with these control issues. Probably won't be the last time over the course of this... I was going to say episode, but it's not really an episode. Over the course of this stream, if you will. I'm liking the way that Blood Money looks and controls on the PC, though. I have to admit, I think it works quite nicely. I'm just going to make sure the stream quality is still up to snuff here. Where do I want to go now? Find the door to the office. Is it the one over here marked office? If so, I think I'm going the right way. So let's pop this bad boy open. See what we've got going on in here. Pick up the syringe, which is just sitting in this case. And I think this is how we kill him. So we're coming up to the end of the tutorial mission here. And then you'll see the one that I did in the... what was I going to say? I don't want to mess with this lady. Maybe I can just use my coin and distract them? Maybe I could just pull out my gun and shoot him in the face? Well, I guess I'll just punch him in the head a couple of times until he dies. Or shoot him. Can I just knock this lady out because I kind of don't trust her? And then I think right through here, this is going to be the end of the mission. Push the guard over the railing. Okay, well, I'll go back and do that because the game's telling me to do it. That was the brute force way of doing it. Not necessarily the best idea, but here you go. Always thought this was a little bit conspicuous, you know, like he might land on somebody and that would probably blow my cover. Let's come through here. And this dude apparently, he's got that weird form of glass where he can't see me, but I can see him. Alright, approach the Swing King. I have done so. The Swing King has been approached. Maybe I should take out this photo. Or I can just kill him. I guess we'll do that instead. And then we'll climb out the office window and we'll escape, and that should be the end of the mission. If I could just get out of here. Not the smoothest kill of all time. Pick up the bomb devices. Again, just conveniently located here. Space is the detonator. Space is the RUAP mine. Locate the exit on the map. Here's the question. M? Hey! Alright, where's the exit? Okay, legend. Yes, please. Exit is... oh, just says exit. Where is it? That's the real question. Where am I? Is the other question. The exit's out the bottom. Okay, I can do that. I'm not sure what I'm doing here with my mouse button. Continue along the walkway. I'm sure the game will direct me, if necessary. And we're going to climb in through this window again, I assume. Please do so. There we go. Just got to walk into it for a little while and it'll eventually work out for you. Place a bomb on the winch. Not a problem. Like so. They will all die. We'll detonate it with our detonator, as you might expect. And I want to make sure I don't get hurt with it as well, but let's pop it. I like the picture-in-picture this game does as well. And with that done... we could choose not to kill these guys, but where's the fun in that? Especially now that he's seen me. There we go. Sucks to be him, and that will be the end of our mission. We don't have to kill this lady, and I'm not gonna kill her, because I want to avoid claims of misogyny. What we should do, though, is get the Desert Eagle. Oh, not drag body, drop body. And take the Desert Eagle, because this could be used on a future mission, I believe. Once you get a weapon, it's like unlocked for good, I think. That's my expectation, at least. So there's our tutorial mission done. These look way better than on the 360. The cleaner slays 14. I didn't realize I killed 14 of them. And while this cutscene's going on, I am actually just going to go pick up some water. I'll be back in a second. Then we'll get into a real mission. Oh, I didn't even realize the cutscene was not going. Yeah, of course we will save. J. Smith OTI is watching. It's true. I do check the chat sometimes, but mostly I'm using Twitter because it's slow, but it's faster than the YouTube chat, which is horrible. Okay, so now we're in our hideout. I have a Google message, but let's check that later. I don't really need to mess around in the hideout. Instead, we could just go get briefed, basically, on our sweet-ass, like, old laptop. Exit hideout, and this should clue us into the next mission. So again, I will mostly shut up and just let this go, basically. Because we're going to be introduced a little bit to... I'm not sure if this is where... oh, we get introduced to, like, the main story. You shot him with a photo? That isn't normal. Press X first, you're correct. X button to scope. That's so weird. That X is the scope. Hopefully the audio is still good for you guys. It's pretty good for me. I'm basically using my headphones as speakers. Quick, guys, he left to make fun of him. What a jerkwad, right? This guy's got a sweet haircut. Do you think that's a wig?
Rick Henderson, first edition.
Better than my hair. I guess I can't
He's
talk.
expecting you. This way.
Rick Henderson. I've been looking forward to this.
As have I, Mr. Alexander.
Don't let's stand on ceremony. Call me Jack.
Rick.
Make yourself comfortable, Rick. I'll be right with you.
By the way, I will be giving away those extra 2 copies of Bleed around the time that the stream ends. So in about a half hour, I think those will be going out. I have 2 or 3 left. I think I have 3. Not totally remember though. I don't totally remember though.
Rick.
Or if you want to sound off on politics.
Rick. My apologies. This interview about me is just...
In terms of story, and I know people are going to disagree with me to a certain extent, but I really feel like Absolution has a much, much better story than
I'm not sure I understand.
Blood Money. Blood Money kind of seems pieced together. Like, this narrative that's layered over top kind of feels like it's just loosely tying the game together. Absolution is not a great story, and it takes some weird turns, but it seems more unified to
This
me.
was a family business. Fernando Delgado and his son Manuel. Well-liked, hard-working men. Have a look at the folder.
Alright, so we're getting our own mission here on our laptop that probably looked baller back in like 2006, but now, nah, not so much. Sweet 2 GB SD card though.
Hello, 47. Your next target's in Chile. His name is Fernando Delgado. Used to be a colonel in Pinochet's intelligence.
There's a little bit of screaming going on upstairs. I apologize for that. We live with another family upstairs in our unit, and sometimes they get a little bit shouty at each other.
Fernando's son Manuel.
It's not like my parents fighting. It's somebody's parents, but not mine.
We'll get you in with a pensioners club from Santiago for the big celebrity unveiling of Delgado's new wine label, named for 80s B action star Rex Stanton. There'll be at least 1 TV crew on hand, so keep an eye on them and their cameras. Delgado's got a seaplane, and that may be your best way to get out in a pinch.
Alright, so I've already done this mission before, but I'm going to roll with the... Probably don't even need to take the Silver Baller, but I'm going to take the Silver Baller. And with our money, we might be able to upgrade them. Do I even have money so far? I have 285,000. Seems like a good idea. We'll get more silent ammo. Sure, buy it up. I don't know why it's so small on our screen now. And we might as well buy the medium silenced as well. Why not? Buy that up. And start the mission. So we're going to be killing Manuel and Don Fernando Delgado. I've done this mission a few times before. Sometimes it goes real well. Sometimes it goes really badly. But I do have kind of like a set process for going through this mission. First things first, we're going to fiber wire some guards. We're going to get into the house. We're going to sneak up on Don Fernando Delgado. And then we are going to kill him when he's playing the cello, basically. Does running get us in trouble? I don't think so. So we'll just sneak up behind this dude. He's probably going to be pretty, like, sly to what we're doing. Hello, my friend. And goodbye, my friend. Oh my god, have I botched it already? Don't worry about me, man. I'm here for the party. You didn't see anything at all. I didn't even know you could get here. Well, this doesn't bode well. Where are your papers? I think I'm in the clear here. These guys seem like a pretty cool bunch of dudes. Don't point your gun at me, Mr. Man. I seem to have gotten the wrong party. I apologize and I'll be on my merry way. Oh, alright. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna restart this mission. Maybe I was being a little bit bold there, trying to go in through the staff entrance instead of where I truly belonged, which is not the staff entrance. So instead what we're gonna do, follow this dude. And we'll do it this way instead. Nobody's the wiser. Sneak around this way. Take out the fiber wire. This dude walks pretty fast, I'll give him that. But this is probably going to go a lot better than the recent... Whoa, hello. No problem, senor. Donde está la biblioteca? Oh, you're dead. Sorry about that. Alright. Time to take the guard suit. So far, so good. And save our game. We only get 7 saves. But I am not going to be doing every single run absolutely perfectly, as you might have guessed by now. So this save game part, I think, is pretty useful. You know, save game, that's a good feature to a video game, I feel. I'm not sure if you guys share my opinion on that. Then we'll just walk in through here like we belong, and, you know, maybe we actually do for once. And we can just come in here. Oh, hello, Mr. Dinner Party! Now, our target might be here enjoying some hors d'oeuvres right now. Or he might be inside of there. But in the meantime, hey, excuse me, I'm going to come in through here. Nobody's concerned about me. I'm just a lowly worker. We're going to murder that guard, by the way. This guy's asleep. Oh, not sleeping much longer, is he? Now, is he going to stop me from going inside of this house? I think he might. Let's exit out of here. Again, nobody's the wiser. Alright, so we have some bottles. Can we take those? No. I don't know, man. Maybe it's like Dishonored. You can poison the bottle. Go to town on him. These guys are... Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I shouldn't be here right now. You know where you shouldn't be? Alive, because I'm about to punch you in the face like this. And then you get on the ground and you die. I've botched this somewhat already. Take the fiber wire. Kill him with the fiber wire. Oh, alright. That means we are going to load the game again. If you're coming here for awesome Hitman gameplay, I think you are mistaken. You're probably not where you want to be. If you want to see me derp around at Hitman, you're probably in the right position. What do we have over here? Shotgun ammo. Sure, why not? SMG ammo. Could use that at some point, maybe. So we've learned our lesson. We gotta kill that dude. He's a snitch, man. Why do you love working for the man so much? I'm trying to free everybody. That guy's getting a little too frisky. We'll just climb up this way instead. Like so. And again, nobody's the wiser. So unfortunately, we probably don't have to kill this dude. But I'm gonna kill this dude. I'm probably gonna shoot him right in the head because I kind of hate him. Sorry about this, my friend. That's the benefit of having silenced pistols, though. So we'll just right-click and put that away. Oh my god, what happened? Mr. Shotgun Man has been killed. That doesn't seem right. And then I will save right as we get up to this door because, you know, who knows what kind of horrible circus funhouse stuff could go wrong for us right now. So we're going to save this game and move onwards. Like so. And enter the house. Hello. I belong here. I am just a worker at Senor Delgado's estate. Would you like a refill on your wine, senor? I'm going to sneak up behind this guy. I'm going to try to fiber wire him, but he's pretty fast, I gotta say. If I could just, I don't need to run, a fast walk would do for me. Don't you dare turn left. Oh, just tie behind this pole. Hello. Do you think he's gonna come? He is gonna come back through here. And that's when we pounce with the fiber wire. He's not gonna know what hit him. He's probably gonna shoot at us. Nope, alright. Who's the smart guy now? I'm the smart guy now. Fuck you. Alright, with this guy now in our custody, we will take his suit of the VIP guard. Thank you very much. And then we will make our way stealthily through this castle here. Or this estate, I should say. Alright, that was pretty good. I should probably save again. This is the first mission of the game. I probably shouldn't be so proud of myself, but I am. Oh, this is not where we want to be necessarily. With the kitchen tools and the whatnot. Instead, I'm just a VIP guard member. Don't worry about me. Hey, did you watch the game on Friday? Yeah. Boca's Juniors was really good. I think we want to go upstairs. I should save right now. These missions are not very long, which means that 7 saves is, you know, possible to do. For me, saving after every single action. But progress nonetheless. And this is where we're going to find Monsieur Delgado. Now, here's the tricky part. I got to pick the lock when these dudes aren't paying attention. And they're going to be a little suspicious about that whole, you know, picking the lock thing. Unless they're just not looking and we totally walk in. Oh, but he's not playing the cello. Where is he? I got to check my map quickly. He's in the other room. Why is he in the other room? That doesn't seem right. Let's just sit here and wait for him to come in and play the cello. Unless I was so slow that he's already played it. In which case, I don't know, man. This is worrying me. It's okay, though. We'll just wait a little longer. He's not alone in that other room. In fact, he's not even on this floor at all now, apparently. Where'd you go, my friend? Well... You know, come to think of it, it's probably more suspicious if I'm, like, crouching behind things. So maybe we should not do that. I don't know where he went. Where did he jump out the window or something? Can't see shit through that keyhole. Oh, he's in there. Alright, I think he's coming back. I'm just gonna get in the closet, maybe. Northern Line, get in the closet. I get it. Gayness. Now, here's the thing. It kind of looks like I might be able to sneak out here. And maybe shoot him like this. Was he not on the balcony? Oh, awesome. This isn't good timing. At least we're gonna have a front row view of him playing the cello. That was not good timing on my part. Here's what we're gonna do. Sure, you know, play the funky music, slightly brown man. Gonna take the coin here, and we're gonna execute the greatest maneuver in Hitman history. Throwing the coin like so. And then he's gonna be like, what? Money? That necessitates me walking over my music stand. I think this dude's gonna turn around. He didn't, so I'm gonna use my fiber wire. Oh! Excuse me, senor? I would like to kill you. Oh, alright. I don't know how that went down, but he's dead now. And we're gonna take his body and throw it over the edge. Whatever works, man. Whatever works. How that happened, I don't know. I punched him to death. Put the gun away. Save the game. Alright, that's 50% of the mission done. Believe it or not. That went surprisingly well. How that worked is beyond me. I don't think it should have, but, you know, here we are. Now it's time to just leave, I guess. How that... I'm watching the chat right now. Glitchiest moment ever. Death by chair. You guys are not wrong. But, you know, that's how a hitman is sometimes. Sometimes I'm so good that I don't even know... Oh, probably shouldn't have picked that lock. That I don't even know how I succeed, but I do. It's probably something maybe we could have poisoned some wine in here or something. I don't know. Can we just jump out of the window this way? It seems like a bad idea. But I don't want to exit out of this room because then these people are going to be like, hey, you're not supposed to be in there, man. Shoot the cello too, leave no witnesses. I like where you're at, Matthew Swagger. You've been there all stream, holding it down. With the riffing and the kills. Kills? Winning the prizes, that's what I meant to say. So we've only got one more kill left to get in this episode. Use a different save, man. That's probably a good idea. Alright, we're going to open the door and exit out of here. No problem! Hey, man, everything looks cool in there. This guy. What a strong man. It's like Mario and Luigi's brother in the blue overalls. Anyway, we're free to go in here, I think. The only question is, where is our target? There's a pink-shirted dude. Just gonna hang out here, wait for this guy to run away. I know, right? Did you see the Argentina friendly yesterday? Okay, so you're gonna go downstairs. Oh, this guy! Can I just kill him? Is this guy gonna notice? Alright, I gotta just shoot him in the face. I mean, I can't let this opportunity pass me by. Well, I'd say they're probably onto me. So now we run. And actually, oh, put the gun away, you fool. Put the gun away. I didn't put the gun away in time. They're onto me. But, world's greatest sprinter incoming. Hello, senor. I know, right? Oh, this guy's onto me too. You can do it, Agent 47. You're the best around. Run sideways. You're right, they do all. Oh, this is not the right way. Run away. Oh, don't get hit by the shotgun blast straight to the heart. And you're to blame. Oh, I'm dead. That's good. I want to reload that save. Just die, Agent 47. Oh, I'm dying. Oh, this sucks. I thought I was so ready. I was so ready. Yes, that was a failure. I tried, man. I was doing so well until that dude was not where he was supposed to be at the time when he was supposed to be there. Anyway, not restart, please. Load game. We can do this. I have faith. Okay. Oh, we're starting all the way back here? Gosh darn. This has been an enjoyable stream. Once we got over the initial technical issues, and I mean the persistent technical issues, it's been pretty good so far. I've been having a good time. I hope you guys have felt the same. I'm looking to do more stuff like this in the future. Next time, definitely want to fix the audio issues so I can get Josh and Rockley Smile on and do the actual, like, silly shit that I was talking about, like that Twitter was originally meant to be a competition between them. Or the trivia, I should say, not the Twitter. Originally meant to be a competition between them. Hello, my friend. I just want to make sure. No, you just go, man. Just go. I'm going to check my map quickly, figure out where the target is. It looks like he's directly under me, which means he's probably coming up the stairs right now. So here's what we do. We crouch down. We take this mine. We set it down on the ground. Nobody's the wiser. Is he coming up? Well, I mean, I could just kill him with the winch as well. Maybe we can do that. I'll put the mine on the winch. Like so. And is he down there right now? Is this guy onto us? Well, here's the thing. Crouch down. Oh, man, he is a smart cookie. Oh, no, how could you? That's okay. See, yes, hello. No problem, sir. I'll see you later. Don't worry about me. I'm just going down to the vineyard. Okay, now we're going to have to time this perfectly. So, there's going to be a mine up here. Let's get this detonator out. This couldn't have been smooth. And then we wait, and then we blow it up. Perfect timing. Wow, what happened? I don't know, man. That's crazy, right? I think he's dead. How did that happen? Now we run. And we chase this dude as he punches his fist through a concrete wall. And he says, You did this. You jerk. You also gave my wife the saggiest memories of... Are they pointing at me? They're not pointing at me, right? Alright. Well, as far as I'm concerned, there's one more course of action here. Just blend in. Hang out. How you doing, senor? We take out the gun. And then we shoot this dude in the face from far away. He's dead. He's dead. We run. He's dead, and now we run. And we reload while we're running, and we will escape, and we'll be okay. No problems. That's Agent 47 in a nutshell right there. Just running backwards while firing his gun blindly at a group of enemies. Alright, now there's usually some enemies over here. Unfortunately for that guy, he picked the wrong day to show up to work. And we're gonna make our way down here. Yeah, I'm a pretty fit guy, I guess. I'm making progress. These guys aren't able to catch me. Oh, nice, very nice. Push him with a little bit more force next time. I think we're gonna beat this mission. You guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but I don't think anything can stop us. There's a couple dudes down here. but I would be surprised to see us fail this mission. It's okay. I hated to do that, but oh my god, it's just a flesh wound, I guess. I don't even think this dude will shoot us. I'm just giving him brain damage for no reason. I'm really sorry about this, Luigi. Are you serious? He's got some armored overalls, man. Sucks for you too. We have one more dude? Sometimes we have one more dude. This guy, he's just asleep, I guess. And we're gonna escape! I didn't think that mission was gonna work, but it actually did somehow. Amazing. Northern Line is pretty great and not being stealthy in stealth games. This is the truth. This is the truth. This is the truth. 28 witnesses, but, you know, I only blew cover once. That's not so bad. Notoriety is 42 out of 100. That is a lot. We're gonna have to pay somebody to get that down. Yeah. How much? That takes down 100. This takes down 40. That's fine. We'll spend $100,000 on that. It's expensive, man. Loose cannon slays 14. Is that they think I look like that? I don't think so, man. And we will just continue onwards here. I don't. You know what? I guess I should save. And we'll probably do one more mission, and then I'll get ready to finish up the stream. Or we'll play a little bit of one more mission anyway. So we'll continue, and while this cutscene is going on, you're not going to hear any sound, but there are subtitles. The reason is I'm going to mute my microphone while I go prepare to urinate. Alright, I am indeed back. So enjoy the rest of the cutscene. Ah, that is some delicious, delicious water. We're losing some viewership here. That's to be expected, I guess. We have been streaming for like 2 hours and 45 minutes. And maybe people think I suck at blood money, which is not necessarily untrue. Dope-ass laptop, man. You think it has an integrated GPU? I think it does indeed. Yes, indeed, I am going to do a Q&A thing. What mission is this? Oh, it's the opera one. Guys, I hate to do this, but I think I'm going to quit blood money and just go straight into a Q&A, because I suck at this mission. It's a good mission, believe you me. I'm going to be streaming a lot more, and I'm going to be streaming blood money a lot more as well. I'm planning, like, this super show, I want to do it, like, twice a week, maybe, like, Mondays and Thursdays or something. Giving away codes, doing dumb shit, having guests on, interviews once I figure out my audio setup and stuff like that. But in any case, I'm gonna just go over to the XSplit right now, switch my overlays for a second to this, and I mean, the stream's already started, but I'm gonna be leaving, booting up Twitter as soon as Blood Money actually quits, which is taking forever, and then I'll be doing a quick Q&A. I should give out these codes as well. Let me just give me a second here. Figure this out. We want to create a new scene and a screen capture. Oh, I don't need to watch the tutorial. I'm sorry about the blood money thing, guys. You'll see more blood money later, I promise you. We're going to add screen region. And we're going to pop this bad boy down like right here. Maybe we'll get 3 tweets like this at a time, and we'll spread that out like so. That seems pretty good. I think you guys are going to be able to see that. I'm just going to make sure that looks good on the stream right now. I'm not ending the stream right yet. I'm just moving on to Twitter questions. My stream, the one that I was watching here, is actually way delayed. So let's go back here. Are you going to look at the YouTube comments too? No, because it doesn't work, unfortunately. I wish it did, but the chat uploads so slowly, or updates so slowly, that it wouldn't be effective. So in actuality, if you want to ask me a question, I will answer any reasonable question for the next 14 minutes on Twitter. But you have to Twitter me, and that is over at this address that you can see right here. Twitter.com/NorthernLionLP. I'm going to be giving out codes as well. I'm just not sure what for yet. Whoa. In any case, let's go back to scene 4 here on Twitter. So starting now, I'm going to be answering any questions that you could possibly have. Oh, wait, that's not... I can't tell if this is right. Yeah, okay, that looks alright. Where are we here? What's up? Wait, that's not the first question. Okay. Are you looking forward to any new games this year? Which ones, if so? Yeah, I'm looking forward to Tomb Raider now, because I'm seeing that it's getting great reviews. I'm looking forward to The Witness, Spy Party's new graphical update, and perhaps eventual release, or at least open beta. Bioshock Infinite, tons of games. Tons of games I'm looking forward to. What's up? Just streaming, not much you. Northern Lion Super Show, I like it. Would love to see you play Mario Party live with your girl. We'd all have fun. My HD PVR 2 broke, so sadly, Mario Party's off the table for now, but I'm getting a new one very, very shortly, believe you me. Everyone wants to do more Mario Party. Kate's busy, though, man. She's in school right now, so she has a lot of stuff to do. In any case, that's why those videos have been a little bit waylaid a little bit recently. What keyboard and mouse do you use? I use a Nextech, like $15 keyboard and like a $15 wireless mouse. Why did you cancel Hector Badge of Carnage Let's Play? I don't think I'm good at doing Let's Plays of point-and-click adventure games. I think it kind of spoils the fun sometimes. But Hector Badge of Carnage is a fun game. Any chance of some more custom level Trials Evolution episodes? Absolutely, I will be restarting the Trials series as soon as the beta starts on PC. If it doesn't have an NDA, if it does, then I'll be starting as soon as the game actually comes out on PC, which I believe is like March 9th or something. Was another question? Yeah, what is your favorite video game and why? Super Mario World, I like it a lot. Will you ever set up a form spring? Maybe, but I don't really take time to answer like questions when I'm not on stream, if that makes any sense. Let's come down here. Oh man, that's a lot of questions. Okay. So we're here. If you can go back in time and change something about your channel, what, if anything, would you change and why? Probably never would have started the Fez Let's Play. Could you please say I love you into a jar, seal it, and then mail it to me? Too expensive, man. Why'd you quit playing Dota 2? I got way too into it, and I was basically like, with the amount of time I'm spending on this game, like 8 hours a day, I need to either go pro or quit cold turkey, and I decided to quit cold turkey because it was becoming a huge drain on my time. You've mentioned a paid subscription for ad-free viewing. Is there any way to have a disable user comments option? That's up for YouTube, man. That's not for me. We'll see how YouTube updates in the next few weeks or months. What grade did you teach? Many. I taught kids when I was in South Korea from like age 5 to age 15. Any more? Hotline Miami and Mario Party with Kate? Yes. What do you think about the new Isaac and Watch Dogs? Cool beans? Already covered this. Do babies produce milk? No. What's your favorite indie dev? Team Meat, probably, I guess, and Edmund McMillan in general. Seems like a fairly safe answer given what I'm known for playing. Are you going to be doing Dark Souls 2 coverage? Yes. Would you rather be as you are now or have $100 million but a 5% chance of instant death? I'm okay with where I am right now. What's your opinion on the metal music genre? Don't have one. Careful what you say, Ryan. Okay. I don't remember what that's in reference to, but I assume it's not being sinister. Peaches or bananas? Peaches for, like, if they're already kind of like... Bananas for convenience, peaches for taste. That's the way I'm going to try to answer it. I know if you're looking into it, but I'd like to hear your thoughts on what we've seen of Delver's Drop so far. Looks cool. Really hope that it gets funded on Kickstarter so I can see more. Favorite Saturday morning cartoon? It's not really Saturday morning, more Sunday night, but old Simpsons for sure. Lemon Lime Scented Shaving Cream, oui ou non? Oui. Give me one of the remaining codes. Alright, maybe. Hey, stop begging for codes, you ding-dongs. You already want a code. I'll send it to you right as the stream ends. Do you play Halo? I have played Halo. Could you please do more streams on Friday or Saturday? It's possible. But, you know, the thing is, I'm in Pacific time. Europe is, like, at least 8 hours, like 8 to 12 hours ahead, depending on where you are. So there's almost never going to be a time that works for me for good streaming and, like, works for you as well, if that makes any sense. But the streams, I'm going to do my best to archive them and put them up on YouTube later, now that I have XSplit actually archiving. You're going to do any more Trials Evolution episodes? Absolutely. No any jokes? And no knock-knock jokes this time, motherfucker. Aw. Are you... Wait, stream with Cade in the future. This is weird because I'm like looking at the left, then looking at the right. That's why I'm missing some questions. Stream with Cade in the future. Probably, yeah. I mean, she's going to be on summer break soon. What would happen if you poured self-rising flour on an orphan? Oh, I get it. Self-raising flour, I guess. I guess the flour would raise itself. Smart ass. Are you playing any more Skulls of the Shogun? HD PVR is broken, man. I'm sorry. How did you break an HD PVR? It broke itself, man. I think HD PVR 2 is a terrible product. Is Metal Gear Revengeance worth the money? You should watch my review. The answer is, it depends. Where the fuck is FTL? Don't kick me in the face, man. Barcelona versus Boca Juniors. Who is going to win? I mean, probably Barcelona. I haven't been that into the football scene lately, though. Where are we? Back here. Okay, basically here. Have you ever thought about moving to America? Nah, not really. I don't have anything against it, though. Just Vancouver's a beautiful city. What do you think is the best trinket? You said you would do a top 10. Best trinket? I mean, most useful trinket is definitely the Polaroid. Best trinket is probably cancer, if the Polaroid was taken out of the equation. What do you think of the gameplay showcase for Watch Dogs? Looks cool, man. Looks a lot like Assassin's Creed. I'm interested to actually get my hands on it myself. I hope, you know, if I don't end up going to E3, I hope that they have it available at PAX East. I kind of doubt it, though. Stream Dark Souls. It's the hot thing to do nowadays at JSmithOTI. I guess it is the hot thing to do nowadays. Maybe I can work Dark Souls into a future stream. Maybe. Are there any upcoming Xbox Live Arcade games you plan on covering this year? Yes, but I can't remember off the top of my head. There's got to be something, though. I love Xbox Live Arcade. It's your favorite game of the past year, and why? Yeah, probably FTL, I guess. Any plan to do a Let's Play of Bioshock Infinite? Nope. That would be disappointing for everybody. Why won't you and Total Biscuit admit your secret bromance? The epitome of scumbagginess is someone who exploits Northern Lion LP trivia to bring sadness. That's true. JSmithOTI, you're a bad man. This guy wants to know where FTL is again. Why didn't you finish Grey's Anatomy Let's Play? Man, at the time, nobody liked the Grey's Anatomy Let's Play, believe it or not. They were getting, like, no viewership compared to my other series. And it was taking up a lot of my time. There's a lot of work that went into those episodes. But now it's become kind of a fan favorite. It's not coming back, but more stuff like it in the future could potentially happen. I want to make you an illustration of some sort. Sure, whatever inspires you, man. Where's the Splunky, bro? HD PVR's broken. Do you produce milk? I don't think so. I've got nipples, Liam. Could you milk me? 500 Isaac episode party. Unlikely. I don't really celebrate milestones like that. Do you like Daft Punk? Of course, who doesn't? If you could have any reasonable profession in life, what would it be and why? No comment. Worst game you've ever played? Oh, man. Bomberman Act Zero. That's a big one. Do we have a black screen now? Am I getting a black screen? Hello? XSplit, did you die on me? I hope not. Oh, no, it seems like it's okay. Revelations 2012 is real bad. I can't believe Josh is still watching this. He just sent me a Skype message. That's crazy, man. Go do something productive with your time. Revelations 2012. Tunnel Rats 1968. Drug Wars. Bomberman Act Zero. I also have a Burger King themed bumper cars game called Big Balls. I literally think it's called that. And that's pretty bad too, as you might expect. Is there a way to send you stuff? Not yet, but there will be later. I'm going to get a P.O. box eventually. For now, it's not practical because we're going to be moving soon. Would you do a top... Hey, Nick's here too. All right. Would you do a top 10 games that formed your childhood? Maybe, but probably not. I think, you know, JonTron, Spoonie, Angry Joe, etc. already have them market cornered on that. How are you, good sir? Pretty good. Voice is getting a little sore, but that's to be expected. This is the last productive thing I'm doing today, so it doesn't really matter. I am in the middle. It's 3 a.m. now. You are in the middle, like the middle tweet right now. Will you do any more Dark Souls? Maybe. Are you going to cover Dark Souls DLC content or do more invasion videos? Maybe. Oh, here we go. We got a lot. Oh, wait, not so many, actually. Could you play more games? Maybe some Isaac, I think. I'm going to go with that. Of course, I'm going to play more Isaac. There will be some up yesterday. Besides personal friends, do you have a favorite YouTuber? I love the stuff that Giant Bomb does. They're not necessarily YouTubers, but I love Giant Bomb in general. GiantBomb.com, YouTube.com/TheRealGiantBomb. They do stuff like I want to do. Could we ever see you in a classic MGS game in the future? Probably not, but maybe. And maybe they come out with like an HD remake or something similar to the Hitman style videos that are coming out now. Will you continue with the cave? Cave's done, man. I'm not going to go back to it because half of the puzzles are just the same puzzles over and over. So I don't think it's worth going back to. Yes, you could argue that I could edit it, but are people really going to watch me play through the cave for a second time? Some, yes, but not nearly as many. So I don't think it's a very productive use of my time. YOLO. Definitely, man. Roll Fizzle Beef should indeed be resting in peace. Is SMB worth the $12 on Steam, or should I wait for the next sale? The answer to both of those questions is basically yes. It's worth it, and you should probably wait for the next sale, because it goes on sale all the time. Do you watch the X-Files? No, but I've been thinking about getting into it. Shameless self-promotion, thenorthernlionstory.com. Yes, go to thenorthernlionstory.com. Dodge Story set up a random generator of quotes for my videos. Also, if you're a nice dude, click the Browse with Ads Enabled button to help him out, because he built it for free without me even asking. Play Time Shift. Unlikely. No. Would you rather go to E3 or PAX? Oh, I've never been to E3, so this is biased, but from an industry perspective, I would love to go to E3, you know, network more with like real PR people at like AAA agencies and, you know, meet the people involved with that. I think that would be really good for my career, but I love PAX too, and I'm going to PAX East next month for sure. Keyboard and mouse or controller for FPS games. If it's a competitive multiplayer FPS game, keyboard and mouse. If it's just casual man shooter, I like using the controller. How the hell do you pronounce your last name? It's actually Smith, believe it or not. What are your thoughts on the PS4 announcement if you haven't said already? I'm going to wait for more information. Can you make some more poison mushroom? That settles that. No. Yeah, I might make some more poison mushroom in the future. We have a lot of questions again going down here. Since your HD PVR is out, would you consider making a PC series of Spelunky, or a series of the PC version of Spelunky? Probably not. Spelunky train has kind of sailed. Have you ever thought about getting a job as a game tester? Not to sound self-inflating, but I kind of think that would be a downgrade from where I'm at right now. This is a great job. I make enough money to support myself. Game tester, you know, so you're going to be stuck maybe on a shitty game just playing it through in these like really weird circumstances to try to create glitches or do QA work, not making so much money, and possibly the game is garbage. So I think that's kind of a downgrade. But, you know, if this goes south, maybe. I do like the gaming industry. What do you think about Kingdom Hearts? Kingdom Hearts is cool, I guess. Could you give me a good night? Sure, okay, good night. I was a Nintendo kid growing up. I have completed my Bachelor's of Science. I am excited for eugenics. I already did that one. Saving Progress still exists. Yeah, sort of, yeah. How do I get a silky smooth voice like yours? Puberty, I guess. Where can I legally download the song used in the 2011 Wendy's vids? It's been a while, man. Song was called Shiny Spaceship. I used it under a Creative Commons license. So I don't know, it might be just free for you if you want to download it, as long as you don't use it commercially. Live Isaac Challenge Run. Not right now, but maybe later. They already did an MGS HD remake. Yes, I know. That was like 8 years ago. Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Let's Play, or any pre-2000 games. No, I'm going to give out these last 2 bleed codes, and then I'm going to settle up and start sending these codes out and end the stream. So let me get my pen out here. I have 2 more bleed codes. 2 more bleed codes. Remember, if you want a code earlier, check your DMs like a half hour after the stream ends. And make sure you follow me, because if you don't follow me, I can't give you the code. I physically cannot do it. Okay, so, how am I going to do this? Good question, good question. I will give these 2 bleed codes to the first 2 people who tweet me and tell me, don't blow your load yet. Let me think about this. I'm trying to think of a themed question, basically. Okay, first code, if you can tell me who my favorite hero was in Dota 2, it's not themed well at all. I'll give you a hint, it's an intelligence support. This is not a good question for a lot of you guys, but some of you guys are gonna know it. I'm sure. Just wait for this to... A lot of these questions just say, first person to tweet me, don't blow your load yet. Several people did that. Lena, Pudge, Sand King, Roll Fizzle Beef. No. Not quite yet. I actually really disliked Lena. The Pudge tweets on point. Everyone loves Pudge. Venomancer. I like Venomancer. He's not my favorite, though. Keeper of the Light, Invoker. I like Invoker, but he's not really a support. He was my most played hero. Goat Thing. Ancient Apparition, Dazzle, Leshrac. I did love Leshrac, too. Crystal Maiden's cool. You guys are on the right track, but you haven't quite gotten it yet. Purge, Crystal Maiden, Ancient Apparition, Dazzle. Dazzle's fun. Nope. Nobody's gotten it yet. It's a he. He's got a dope-ass ultimate. That... Can we see if there's an answer yet? I accidentally went to the wrong Twitter page. Lion, no. Close, though. Nobody knows. He's a support. He's a good support. That guy, Witch Doctor. Witch Doctor's fun. I haven't missed it, have I? Enchantress is cool. A little bit beyond me. The guy with the clone gate, Darkseer, no. He's got a big ice ball and he shoots it at the enemies, but it's not Ancient Apparition. Who shoots the big ice ball that's not Ancient Apparition? Not Enigma, not Warlock, not Zeus, not Chen. Hey! Oh, we have an earlier Lich. I'm sorry. Yes, it is indeed Lich. I hope I didn't miss an answer. This is Hammer Schnizzed. That was a terrible decision. My bad. Hammer Schnizzed. It's Lich. You are indeed correct. Just want to make sure I didn't miss a Lich back here. In case. Because I was going through them pretty quick. Doesn't appear so. Alright. Hammer Schniz, you get the second last bleed code. And the final bleed code. First person to tweet me the developer of Runner 2. The company name. I will give the copy. I will give the code. Remember, you have to follow me to get the copy. Not because I'm a scumbag, but because the DMs won't work. So whatever publisher and developer made Runner 2. We got some answers here. Okay, first one, Chris My Ass. Says Gaijin. I'll take it. It's Gaijin Games, but that's close enough for me. So Chris My Ass. All right. Get ready to check your inboxes, guys. Codes are incoming. In any case, thank you guys for joining me for this mega long stream. It was a lot of fun. I had a good time with it, and I'm excited to do more of this in the future. This is a baby step for me. Long marathon stream, giving stuff away. I want to do more of this in the future, more variety content, like crazy, dumb segments, breaking bottles over my head, who knows, man. Having guests on, doing interviews. So stay tuned, big things are coming. I'm glad with the support we've gotten so far. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I will see you, check my Twitter to see when I'm going to be streaming again. In any case, again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.